All right, Henrico, are you ready? Yeah, bro, I'm ready. Readier than ever. Let's start the recording. Start the recording. Oh god, that is a bright light. That is a bright light. Give me 1 second. Why is the light so bright? Oh, I probably turned it up earlier when I was recording. There we go. That should be better. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, and welcome to the Q&A. The Q&A, the story about it all, the story about me, and everything more. I've been promising to tell this and help people out because I've gotten so many messages and so many questions about everything. So I decided, why not make a quick little segment out of it? Why not take this time and talk about everything, give people at home the opportunity to ask me questions, and for those who might have some misunderstandings about things that I did, so they can have it here. So I'm going to tell you everything, the whole story, from the start to the end. No in-betweens, nothing at all. Just want to do this. We're gonna have to change a quick little scene here for you guys, so just bear with me. There we go. All right, sick. So we'll pretty much be using this scene. So thank you very much for everyone for tuning in. Firstly, I would like to keep this as interactive with chat as possible. As everyone knows, every week we do these Q&A, or not these Q&As, we do the podcast, and we have these Q&As, or we have this pretty much way where I integrate the audience as well, where we keep it active within, you know, people who want to ask questions from the chat or whichever. But today it's going to be a bit different because it's more going to be a bit of a story time from my side, and then we'll swap over to the questions as well. There was a crap load of questions, quite a few, and I really appreciate everyone who did ask a question. Thank you very much. You are a legend, and I promise you I will answer every single question. So welcome to everyone. Welcome to all tuning in. If you are watching at a later time, you may be watching on YouTube or anything, thank you very much. And I hope you can learn or can enjoy. So before I start, I would like to make something very clear. I would like to make something quite apparent that I am no near any part done with what I'm doing. I still have a long way to go. I've just been extremely proud of how far I've gotten, and I really have been enjoying sharing the progress, you know. For anyone who might not know, I started a weight loss journey, a whole life-changing journey about a year ago, and we are, as of Wednesday, 103 kilograms down. So we have lost 103 kilograms in weight. And obviously the first thing everyone asks is how? How did you do it? And that's why I'm here, to tell you what I did. To tell you what I did to change the mindset I had and all that. So we'll get through all that. But before we get there, I would like to tell the story about how we got here and tell you how exactly we are where we are now. How we got from point A to point B. So thank you very much everyone for tuning in. I see everyone there. You guys are amazing. I appreciate it. I will try and answer questions and talk in between. However, to not make this a 12-hour thing, I want to get through it. So without further ado, thank you very much for watching and thank you for tuning in. Sit back, relax, put me on another monitor, play your games, whatever the hell you want to do, whatever you usually do, and enjoy. So, I think the best thing is going to be, before we get into the video, yeah, this video is sponsored by Rage. I'm joking. It's definitely not sponsored. It's sponsored by the Oilers, the people who gift subs, the people who donate, the people who support the channel. Sponsored by you. All right, let's get into it. So let's go back to the beginning. Back to 1995. For those of you who don't know, my name is Henrico Morton, also known as HenricoM, and I was born in 1995, June 26th. I'm 27 years old, turning 28 this year, so I'm very old, as most people would imagine these days. I feel quite old, and I have always been a big baby. I was always a big baby growing up, but I'm still a big person. I'm still a big person. That's gonna get clipped. I was always a big person. I was never a thin child. I was always the little fat kid, and You know, it wasn't, there's no one to blame for it. There's no one really to blame for it but myself. I pretty much got myself here, and there's no excuse for that. So growing up was normal. I never ever struggled. We never had issues. The only, we had, like, you know, the stuff that happens to everyone. My parents got divorced at a very young age, and my family got split up a bit. Had a bit of a shitty childhood with regards to, like, how life happened and everything, but I was never in a point where I was suffering or struggling. There was never any point in my life where I didn't have food. I mean, fucking clearly, if you've seen what I looked like. Never at a point where things were difficult. So I was very, very fortunate in that regard. Both my parents and both my families that I have gotten took very good care of me. After school, unfortunately, didn't have the financials to go study. I really wanted to go study, but unfortunately, that was never the option. There was never money for that. And I really wanted to be a singer or an actor. I would love to have done that. And I know there's ways around that, but I was fresh out of school. Fresh out of, you know, starting an adult life. And the first thing I did was I went to go get a job, because that's what I was taught in life. That's what you do. You finish school, you go work. At 18 years old, I had my own place already. I moved out pretty much immediately. But I also kind of moved out already at 16, but we can tell, that's a story for another day. So I was pretty much not kicked out of the house at 16, but I had my own place at 16 and I had to pretty much take care of myself. But regardless, we'll get to that some other day. Finished school and immediately started working. So like I said earlier, I've always been a big guy. And throughout my more adult life, I would say anything from 19 years and onwards, I had these random spats of motivation to do something about myself and change the way I look. And it was always short-lived. I never really got to a point where I lost a substantial amount of weight where it just wanted to keep me going. And there was always a reason for that. And we'll get to that reason. Finishing school and starting my first job, you know, to make my own money, essentially, that didn't really help any of the situation, because now I have my own money. My first job, I was working as a bartender and organizer at a nice little place called Sandstone in a little town called Saldanha, which is pretty much where I grew up. And working in the restaurant business, I think, if anyone can tell you, there's some good ass food. And I am not fat, or I was not obese because of any other apparent reasons. Still not fat. I'm still fat because of one reason, because of food, because food is fucking delicious. Anyone ever tells you they don't like food, they're probably lying to you. Food is amazing. Food is delicious, and that's why I gained so much weight. I enjoyed food. I like fucking stuffing my face, and I always will. And it was the most delicious thing ever, and it still is the most delicious thing ever. I fucking love food. So immediately after school, essentially, I you know, in the restaurant and stuff, you know, like you get your free little staff meal, you get discount on foods, stuff like that. So that didn't really much help the cause. And then once I finished, or as soon as I got the opportunity to move and went to back to Bedasdorp to get my own little place there and work there, I immediately had to get my own place once again. I got my own place, and I didn't have a lot of money, but for anyone who doesn't know this, living healthily is not a very cheap option. Yes, there's ways around it, but if you want to eat good and still eat healthy, it's not the cheapest thing. So I pretty much lived on 2-minute noodles and bread, but a lot of it. I ate a lot, and that is one of my biggest issues. This was my coping mechanism. I can almost say I feel like I was addicted to eating. Addicted to eating food, and addicted to pushing down my feelings by eating. Obviously, I had a very supportive family, as always. Like, if times became tough, or if there was a braai on the weekends or whatever the hell, my parents would invite me over and I would go eat there, and I would take food home and I would just stuff my face all the fucking time. And the first time as an adult I actually wanted to make a big change was in 2014, I think. 2014 was one of the first times I tried. I'm lying to you. It was 2015. And someone told me about the 28-day diet. 28-day diet. And I remember, there's load shedding. 28-day diet, and someone said, hey, you should definitely try this. Now, the 28-day diet is pretty much starving yourself for 28 days and eating the least amount of food you can possibly think of, while still trying to be a functioning human being. And I got about, I think, to like day 23 or something. And I was like, no, fuck that. And I just, kept on doing it. Then throughout the years, there were a lot of times where I was, eating, trying different things and looking at like diets and stuff like that, like starting to exercise. Like I went to the gym at one point, all these types of things, all these things that, you try. You try as an adult, but unfortunately, it never pulled through. I would lose 10 kgs here, lose 20 kgs here, but I would always just gain it right back up after a few months because I would give up. I would essentially just give up. Fast forward way to the end, or way to where we are basically now, is where the decision came. So for anyone who doesn't know, in 2022, the start of 2022, I quit my job and I went full-time in streaming. And I had no intention when I started to think about it to have a whole lifestyle change. That was never part of anything that I wanted to do. It was never something that I thought was needed. I was pretty happy with how it was, even though I wasn't. But, admitting that you're happy when you're a big fat piece of shit and you're not a good looking guy either, it sort of eases the pain a bit. And I never had the intention to make this big change. However, one specific Sunday afternoon is what changed everything for me. And I've told this story multiple times. And it is a true story to this day. It's something that happened, and it's the one reason that I'm still going today. Went to my parents for the weekend, and I was about to go back home, and I remember getting into my car, and I got into the car, started my car, I reversed it out, and I was like, oh fuck, I forgot something inside the house. And I was like, okay, shit, let me just go back in and grab it. And as I try to get out of the car, I can't. I'm literally stuck. So I have to like double step. I had to quite literally open the door and pull myself out. It's the best way I can explain it. And that was a moment for me where I was like, I remember getting out of the car and I paused and I was like, how did you get here? How the fuck did you get to this point? This is obviously after a whole bunch of like shit that happened in my life personally. Nothing that anyone else hasn't experienced. But again, emotional eating was my thing. That's how I coped with stuff. That's just what I did. I would eat whenever I was sad. I would eat when I was happy. I would eat when I celebrate. I would eat when I'm sick. I would eat when I feel good. I would just eat. And I liked it. I really, really liked it. So I had that whole drive back home to think about everything. And 2021, this was in 2021, I had that whole drive back and I had 2 hours to drive, and I just thought about it. I was like, surely I can do this. Surely I can make a change. Surely. Because there was countless times before this. When I wanted to do this. And I just never really stuck with it. Moving along, I had a pretty shitty experience with my previous company. I just want to, if any of them ever hear this or ever see this, I fucking loved the people. The people were absolutely amazing. There's still people to this day that I talk to, and if it wasn't for a lot of them, I wouldn't be in this position. But I had a pretty shitty end time there. Like I wasn't planning on quitting, but like they pretty much put the ball in my court because they wanted me to quit. There was a kind of a scenario where they forced me to resign, but I was like, no, I'm not resigning. And then I stuck out for a bit, and then I just kept on seeing what was happening. And yeah, I got to a point where I was like, yeah, they don't care about me, even though I did everything I could. So I get to a point where I am now almost at the point of going full-time streaming, and I'm very, very excited for this new thing. And now I have this other thing in the back of my head of like, hey, maybe I should try and make a difference here for myself. And first I thought I didn't want to do it publicly, but then I thought about it in a different way, which is if I'm going to be a full-time streamer, if I can hold myself publicly accountable for this could be like a motivational point, right? Because I could have started this a month ago and then in a month quit, and then there's going to be people constantly coming in like, hey man, how's the diet going? How's this going? How's that going? How's the exercise? And I would, being the person to just say, oh no, I quit, wasn't an option this time. It just wasn't an option this time. So after all that, there was one afternoon where I got home and I really wanted to put in some effort into looking into different ways to do this. I didn't want it to be just a quick little diet thing to lose weight, because that was never my intention. My intention was to have a lifestyle change. And I remember doing research, asking people, asking friends, asking people that are a little bit in the field, like what diets and stuff they followed or how they would go about this? And everyone's answer was always exactly the same thing, which is like exercise every single day, go to gym, eat fuck all, and if you eat fuck all, make sure you eat something, but if you eat something, make sure it's fuck all, and also make sure that it is only vegetables, and if you eat meat, only make sure that it's the bottom left nipple of a chicken who has basically fucking only been curated in salt water and no oil, but if you have to drink oil, it has to be an avocado pit oil from the deepest point of the Amazon, because that is what healthy. And that didn't motivate me at all. It really didn't motivate me at all. So I was quite on a point where I was like, this is not what I want to do. And believe it or not, one afternoon, I'm laying in bed, scrolling on TikTok, and I see this guy. He's from America, some random guy. He had like 50 followers, I think. And his video came on my For You page, and he was talking about the carnivore diet. And I was like, it's kind of weird. And I just scrolled past it. And then I was just like, let me just go back. Let me go see. And this guy actually I wish I could figure out who this guy was. Because to this day, I haven't found his profile yet. I haven't found it again. But he pretty much documented every single way where he did the carnivore diet. And the health benefits he got from it and how it changed his life. He was also a pretty big dude. He was pretty much obese. He weighed about, I think he was 250. He was 250 kgs when he started, and he was at the point of me watching that he was at like 120. So he already lost quite a bit of weight at this point. Anyway, so if anyone knows how algorithms work, once you watch one thing, you keep getting fed it if you watch it quite a few times. So obviously the carnivore came up here and there, and I found the coolest fucking worm in the world. He's from South Africa, Quibus Viljoen or something, I don't know. But I still follow him to this day, and he actually shared a lot of information about the carnivore diet. And then I immediately followed this page because I was so scared that I wouldn't find it or I would lose it or whatever. And I started following all his videos and looking what the stuff that he does for people. And obviously once I followed him, I saw so much more people that also got helped by him pop up. And there was this one guy who also went down like 150 kgs. There was another person that went down like, I think like 80 kgs. It was all these nice fucking stories. Thank you very much, Cameron, for the raid, by the way. Welcome everyone. Hello. Welcome. You're in the middle of the story. We're telling the whole story. So I saw him, and I followed him and everything, and I was like, you know what, dude, fuck it. I'm gonna give this a try. Give it a week. Why the fuck not? Because clearly, if it's worked for so many people, there must be some good to it, right? And then obviously the immediate thing you think is like, can you really only live off meat? And I did my research and I asked around, and if there's one thing I've learned about the internet is if you're going to look for something negative about something, you will find it. If you're going to look for something positive about something, you're going to find it. So I tried to go in with a non-biased way of looking up at the carnivore diet, and everything I could find was mostly positive. And I didn't look for positive things. I just mostly found positive things. Studies and like videos and like just people talking, right? But then again, it's the internet. You can't believe everything you see on the internet. But I decided, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to put in the effort and I'm going to try. And I immediately did. So on the 7th of February in 2022, I started my carnivore journey. On the 7th of February 2022, I also was the first day of me going full-time streaming, and I got onto the scale that morning and I weighed myself. The 7th of February 2022, I weighed 274 kilograms. 274 kilograms on the dot. Now, if anyone knew me from back then, or everyone remember what I looked like, I want you to imagine the Oros man. Imagine the Oros man, but like 10 times bigger, pretty much. And that was me. That's what I weighed. And I was extremely embarrassed by this because I didn't know that it was that bad at a point. I didn't know I weighed that much. But I was still up for the challenge. It was a very big shock, obviously, and the fact that I could still walk was a fucking miracle. So I stuck with it, and I followed the carnivore diet. Now, one big thing that I did is I told myself and I promised myself that I'm not going to just fucking whenever I'm away or I'm with family or I go visit friends or when me and Zassi went to Comic-Con or whatever, I'm not going to make a fuss out of myself. So if I go to someone's house and they have a braai and they offer me a potato salad, I'm going to have some of the potato salad. But I just had everything less, much, much less. I like drinking. Brandy is like a motherfucker, dude. I just started drinking brandy with Coke Zero. Or instead of having beer, I would have seltzers. You know, I would still enjoy myself, but find ways around it. And now we are pretty much 12 months later, almost getting to 13 months, and I have lost 103 kilograms. I weighed myself on Thursday, and I now weigh 171 kilograms. So from 274 to 171 kilograms is quite a significant amount to lose. And the amount of times I've heard the same thing of people being like, oh, you can't lose weight so fast. You shouldn't lose weight so fast. You're going to die. Everything's going to go wrong. I get it. I get why you see things this way. I get why you think things this way. And if you're watching this anywhere else and you feel the same way, you're right. You're probably right. But you know what, dude? Feeling the way I feel now feels a hell of a lot better than I felt a year ago. So all I can say to that is suck my dick. I lost 100 kgs and you didn't. So what's stopping you? Moving on, compared to where I was then, compared to where I was now, or where I am now, there's still a lot more that I have to achieve. And I want to reiterate the point that I am nowhere near where I want to be yet. There's so much more that I want to achieve with regards to my health and how I feel. A big factor for me, something that could have potentially ended all of this, was, if anyone remembers, when I went full time, I used to stream gymming every morning. So I'd go to my living room and I would do weights and stuff. And about 3 weeks in, I had really bad headaches. Even though I slept good, I had really bad headaches. Now, lucky for me, my Twitch chat are very educated people. They're all doctors and masters, and none of them are retarded. They asked me, "Hey, do you get any sunlight?" And I was like, "No, not really, no." And they're like, "Well, you kind of need to get some sunlight. You kind of need to get some sunlight." So I decided to say, fuck the gymming in the mornings. Let me go walk. So I started walking. So every single morning for the past year, except Sundays or sometimes except Mondays, first thing I do is I get up, I wash my face, and I go walk. I've been walking the same path. It's a little bit further now than when I originally started, for more than a year now, and it works. That's my exercise that I get. I enjoy it. Do I want to go gym? No. I have absolutely zero interest in ever going to a gym. I despise a gym. I hate gym people, and I always will, because I just feel like they're going to judge me. Even though they probably won't, that's just how I feel, because that is what society has taught me. That is what society has taught me, and that is just how I feel about it. So I don't see myself ever going to a gym in the future before anyone asks that. So what's next for me? Continue on with this. Continue on for the year of 2023. I would love to lose another 50 kgs, which is a pretty big stretch considering losing basically 2 kgs a week on a good week is going to be quite a difficult task, I guess. But I think I can do it. I'm going to keep on. But the point is not just to lose weight forever, you know? It's about changing it into a lifestyle. Changing it into a lifestyle that I like to keep. And right now, I feel like it is a pretty good lifestyle. I really have been enjoying the lifestyle. And I don't feel like I've missed out on anything. I fucking love food. I love meat. I practically live on steak and stuff. And my only other thing that I ingest is Red Bull. And that's quite literally it. Guy named Jim has left the chat. Yeah. Fuck Jim, dude. 90% of gym goers are non-judgmental. You don't get a few heads though. Yeah, but it's those few that's gonna fuck me up. It's those few that's gonna fuck me up. It's those few that's gonna fuck me up. Do I need to eat red meat? So we'll get to all that in a second, Dinky. Just a quick little thank you to everyone tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who's watching the stream today and supporting. You guys are insane. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much, everyone, for all the follows and the subs and stuff today. You guys are amazing. So, there was a substantial amount of questions in the Q&A. I am super thankful for everyone who's asked the question. I didn't think it was going to do as well as it did, and we got quite a bit. We got quite a bit. And a lot of the questions you guys are going to ask in chat is going to be in the Q&A as well. And I promise that I will go through every single question. I think there's about 95 questions. So we're going to go on them. I'm going to put them on the screen and I'm going to answer every single one of them. If I see a question every now and then in chat, I will try to reply to it. Do you love us? I only love people to give subs. Sorry. Hey, Rack. Good to see you, brother. There you go. All right. So I split up the questions into 3 categories the best way I could. Number 1 was about food, diet, or whatever. Number 2 was about personal stuff. And number 3 was just stupid questions about streaming or whatever that people asked. And yeah, we're going to start with that now. So the first question we have here is from, do you remember the taste of a vegetable? So yes, I do remember the taste of a vegetable. I enjoyed vegetables. I didn't not eat vegetables. I don't say that vegetables are bad for you. It's just the diet that I'm on, the way that it puts you in a ketogenic process or puts your body into ketosis is what helps you lose weight. So essentially what I do is I eat once, maybe twice a day and give myself a window to eat. The rest of the time I'm fasting. So what happens is whenever your body doesn't have food, right, and you're only eating, proteins and fats and stuff, your body goes into a state called ketosis, where it pretty much uses the fat that is on your body, that is available to you, your energy, and uses that. And that is how you lose weight. And if you want to lose weight, it's really not that fucking difficult to understand the science behind it. Losing the weight and getting the mental strength, yes, that is a big thing. I'm not going to disagree with you. But actually losing weight is not that difficult if you think about the scientific fact of it. Because the way weight loss works is quite easy. What you put in needs to be less than what you put out. So if you need to burn 1,500 kilojoules a day to lose weight, just make sure you eat 1,000, because then there's going to be 500 that's going to be needed, and it's going to use what your body does. So yes, I do remember the taste of vegetables. I still eat vegetables every now and then. Whenever I go to my family or if I go to friends or whatever and they have a salad, I eat a salad. I fucking still eat it. So yes, I do remember the taste of vegetables. I don't have a strong enough mindset to go to a gym consistently. What do? I've tried 4 times to get into it, and every time I don't manage to go consistently. Well, I'm going to kind of reach out into chat here a bit to help me answer this question, because like I just said, I do not like a gym. I don't like going to a gym. For someone like me, who is not only big, but also someone that is very self-conscious about the way they look. This is not just my size. It's also about how I physically look. I do not think I'm a very good looking human being. And that is something that bothers me. That is something that always bothers me. When I'm in public, you know what I see? I just see everyone staring at me. And what I think they think is, God, look how ugly this guy is. Look at how fat he is. Look at how weird he walks. Look at his stupid face. That is what I think. And that's something I battle with every single day. Every single day. So I can't give you advice on what to do about the gym thing. What I can tell you though, to find the motivation, you need to find that within yourself. I can motivate you as much as I want. My Twitch chat can motivate me as much as they want to motivate me. My mom can motivate me as much as I want. It all comes down to what's inside of you. The biggest thing when it comes to weight loss for me, and the reason why I'm still doing this, is because of my mindset. I put my mindset in the right place. I've done this before, and my mindset wasn't in the right place. It literally wasn't in the right place. Because who's the person you talk to the most every single day? Yourself. Who's your biggest enemy? Yourself. Who's your biggest friend? Well, sometimes yourself, but still. You have to get the right mindset in order to do these things. You have to get the right mindset. You have to discipline yourself. You have to be hard on yourself. Quick little random fact here. Have you ever thought about the fact when you're hungry, okay? You're hungry or you're feeling hungry. That doesn't last for hours. Whenever you feel hungry, it's like 2-3 minutes of your stomach going blah, 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 and then it's done. If you can teach yourself to push through that, chug a bottle of water, chug a glass of water, if you can teach yourself to push through that, that is already such a big discipline thing you can have. And if you can do that, you can fucking do anything. So I'd like to go over to Twitch chat now for anyone who is maybe someone who's an avid gym goer, an avid gym person. If you guys can give some insight, what would you do? What would you do if you are struggling to get into the mindset and going into the consistency? We've obviously already spoke about spoke about discipline. Yeah. That's what I can't do with the hungry feeling. Yeah, but the hungry feeling passes in 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes max. It doesn't stay there. It just doesn't stay there. A regular routine with a well set out plan helps so incredibly much consistency. Well, there you go. If you can make a plan for yourself, that makes sense. I mean, if you ever take on a project at work, if you ever plan a party or anything, you have a set plan, you have a set routine of things that you're gonna do at this party, right? Why not do the same for wanting to go to gym or making a lifestyle change? I'm focusing on gym because that's the main thing you mentioned here. Having the strong enough mindset is gonna have to come within you. You're gonna have to find your reason. Find the one thing that's going to make you motivated the most to go and do better and lose the weight. All right, on to the next one. What's the main difference you've noticed being 100 kgs lighter? By the way, I haven't read any of these questions, by the way. I literally just put them all into a folder. The main difference. People are nicer to me. People are nicer to me. In public, because I don't look as bad. People are nicer to me. Sleep is better, and nothing feels so uncomfortable all the time. Like it used to always feel uncomfortable, right? But you don't really notice it. It's just there. But as time goes on, and you lose more and more weight, you imagine stuff like that. Like that, it's small little things that you realize. Small little things like, the shower door closing, yes. When you bend to pick something up and you come back up, your back you don't feel like you have to go, or just everything overall. I just feel better. That's the biggest thing. I feel better overall. And that's one of the big things. One of the big things that I noticed, that I just feel better overall. And yeah, I think that the one that stands out the most is people are just nicer in general, which is something you don't really expect, because everyone always feeds you that bullshit that people don't care what you look like. That is the biggest lie in the world. Don't let anyone ever tell you that people don't care what you look like, because everybody cares. The law of attraction is a thing. The first thing people do when they see you is they see you and they see what you look like. Next question. What was the thing that made you want to lose weight? I wanted to look better. I've always really wanted a girlfriend. Like that's just something I've always wanted, someone in my life. I've always wanted to, just be able to spend some time with someone and stuff like that. And that was a big motivator. But quickly, I realized that wasn't my main focus. It was more just for me. I wanted to do this for me. And my biggest motivator the biggest thing that made me want to lose the weight was just starting to see a difference, starting to see a change in my body, starting to see a change in who I am and what I look like, and that was nice. That was really, really nice. If you start noticing differences, if you start noticing a shirt fitting better. Actually, I'm going to use an example from what I said about the shower door. And this is 100% a true story. Anyone who's ever been in my house can confirm this or will know this. So the way my bathroom is situated, when you want to get into the shower, the door opens like pretty much against the wall. So whenever I would want to get into the shower, I would have to open the shower door, open the door to my hallway, go into the hallway, and then I had to close the shower door, or to get past the shower door, I had to the shower door, I would literally have to pull in myself, and the shower door would scratch me over my chest because I didn't fit. I literally didn't fit. I couldn't fit past it. And the small things that you notice is one of that. I one day got into the shower, and without even thinking, I just got into the shower. And I was like, wait, I didn't even feel the thing there. I was like, holy shit. I've lost enough weight that I now fit past the door that I didn't used to fit past. And small little wins, small little reasons why you do things. And the small things you notice. Someone else might not notice it, but you notice it. And that's a pretty fucking good feeling. Next question. What inspired you to try the carnivore diet? So, as I said earlier, I started earlier, the main thing that inspired me was that random guy on TikTok. I will never have any idea who he is. I've tried to find him again. I've tried to find where he is. I've tried to like just everything. I've tried my best to find him again on TikTok, but I just haven't. I've just not been able to see him again. And he was the main inspiration. It was just some random guy from America with literally 0 followers, like 50 followers, and he just documented his whole thing. And he inspired me to do more research, and then I did more research, and then I found Umqobus, and now Umqobus was my main source of information, my main source of trying to figure out and trying to find out what is the best that can work for you. There's a lot of like variations of the diet, but I'd like to stick to the basics. I don't like to overcomplicate things. There's no point in doing that. But yeah, I would if I could ever find that guy on TikTok again, I'd be so happy. I would love to talk to him. All right. Can you describe the physical and emotional changes you experienced during your weight loss journey on the carnivore diet, and how did these changes impact your daily life? Physical changes, I mean, it's pretty clear. I'm currently 5 sizes down from what I used to be. Whenever I get into my car, there's so much room for activities. I'm pretty sure I can have an orgy in my car and there will still be room at this point. Small things like I can sleep better. Whenever I get into my bed, it doesn't sound like the Twin Towers falling. Whenever I walk around, whenever I stand for a while, if I stand for a few hours, my back doesn't die within 5 minutes, stuff like that. That is definitely the physical change. Emotional changes. There's been quite a few. I learned to not be so hard on myself all the time, which I still suck at, by the way. I am horrible at that. But I also learned that people don't care. You have to deal with your own thing. Everyone's always got their own shit. People's always got their own shit to deal with. Someone can sympathize with you. Yes. Anyone can sympathize with you. But at the end of the day, you're the person that's sitting with the problem. And emotionally, that's something I had to learn to deal with, right? Because when I was at a point where I got like hungry or whatever, like if I messaged my mom like, "Mom, I'm hungry," yeah, what the fuck is she supposed to do about it? You know? Or if I message a friend, "Hey, I'm hungry," or like I'm feeling sad because I didn't eat a lot today, like what are they gonna do about it, right? So emotionally, that's something that I learned, that, you know, everyone is busy with their own thing and you have to just kind of go with that. You have to make it work. And you have to make the decision. Yes, confidence, definitely. My confidence went up a lot. It's not near where I want it to be, but I did get a lot more confidence in myself. And I think that helped me through my streaming, at least. I feel a lot more confident talking to my viewers. A year ago, you would never see this camera angle in your life because my shirt would be like here and my big old man titties would be there. And I would usually when I get up, I would hide my camera. Where now I just don't care anymore, because I know that I'm putting in the time and it's only going to get better at this point. Yeah, that's the main things I can think of. Do I feel better emotionally? No, I'm still in a horrible space mentally. I still think about killing myself a lot, but it's a lot better than what it was before. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. All right, next question. Boobies? You want me to do boobies? Oh, God, okay. Damn. Yeah, well, guess the weight loss is all a scam, chat. The back pain will stick. The back pain will stick. All right, before I go to the next question, is there anyone who wants to ask something in chat? Any question that wants to come from chat real quick? While I refill my bag. If there isn't, that's fine as well. I'm just wondering. Giving you a chance, little intermission real quick. I mean, this isn't like a full podcast. But yeah, F Cups Perky, Off Turtle. I'm gonna pull your logs and send everything to your wife. Everything. I'm drinking vodka Red Bull. Am I drinking vodka Red Bull or brandy and Coke tonight? You start with the vodka Red Bull and then you go to brandy. Just one though, just one. Do you genuinely feel like you are on a road to more happiness? Yes, I do feel that. I cry a lot less. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I cry a lot less. I feel no, I can't say proud. I feel like I've taken that big leap going from whatever I was to what I am now. And I don't think a lot of people have the guts or the opportunities to do that. And I did. And I feel proud of that fact. Will it stay the same? Only time will tell. And this is not just because I'm doing this live on Twitch, but if it wasn't for my Twitch chat, I would not be where I am now. I have the craziest support, you know, like people donating and gifting subs and stuff. That's keeping me alive. That's keeping me going. Zazie, you of all people should know how much I stress about it. That every single month, chat comes in hot, and they just fucking shower me with their semen, and I love it. I love it. Space Runner, that question is coming up, brother. That question is coming up. Thank you very much for everyone that's tuning in. I appreciate it. Let's continue on with the questions. There we go. Next question. Wait, did I have the same question twice? I did. Are you planning on getting bariatric gastric sleeve surgery? If yes, when you think you'll get it personally, you should probably start the donor goal now because they're pretty expensive. Yo, chat, any donators in chat? Exclamation mark donate, big orange under the stream, click donate, go crazy. No, I do not have any plans to do this surgery. This is a surgery that I always thought I wanted to get. This is a surgery that I always thought I wanted to get, but no. I personally feel, and if you've ever had this surgery, please do not feel attacked or anything. This is just my feeling. This surgery is for people that are maybe a bit demotivated and don't know how to start, and they have the money to make a change. But this surgery is, first of all, it's very expensive. The amount of emotional trauma you go through, because you have to go for therapy after the surgery. So it's something that I considered a few years ago, but definitely not anymore. For anyone who doesn't know what the surgery is, essentially what they do is they either cut out a part of your stomach, they like half your stomach essentially, or they put a sleeve into your stomach, which just makes you feel fuller faster and you can just take in less food. It's a pretty big surgery. It's a pretty risky surgery, and it is not something that I consider at the moment. I personally feel like I don't need it. And I feel like anyone who's lost a big amount of weight, especially from a very, very obese standpoint, you don't always need to look for surgery. Sometimes you can just do it by sheer will. So no, and I will not be starting a donation goal for that. If I start a donation goal for anything, it will be to get a fucking laptop or to go on a holiday or something. So no. I'm not planning on getting the surgery at all. I'm planning to get another surgery, fucking hopefully, as soon as possible. What does a week of food look like? So what's your typical breakfast, lunch, and dinners? There we go. Dinky, if you're still on stream, here's your answer. So a week of food, like to me, is simple. So I eat once a day, essentially. Sometimes twice, but I'm going to go with the majority of the time, which is once a day. So I buy all my food a month in advance. The reason why I do that is because I don't like to be in a scenario where I'm scrolling on the Checkers app and I'm like, damn, dude, that fucking cookie is going to be so good right now. And then I buy the cookie. So I buy my food once a month. I buy for 30 days on the dot. That's it. So a week of food for me is one of the following things. I buy steak, beef short rib, chicken, pork rashers, bacon, and eggs. That is it. 6 items. That is the only things I buy. Okay? So, Mondays, I usually make a packet of bacon and 4 eggs. 3 to 4 eggs. Recently, I've done 4 eggs, but 3 to 4 eggs. Tuesdays, steak. Nice little piece of ribeye. I do not eat more than 450 grams of meat ever. Like, I peak at 450 grams. Usually, it's anything from like 350 to 380 grams. So steak. Wednesdays, pork rashers. A packet of pork rashers, like I said, maximum 450 grams or 400 grams. Thursdays, I will have my beef short ribs, and on Fridays, I usually do chicken. I don't eat a lot of chicken though. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not really a fan of chicken. But yeah, I would usually do chicken. And then I just reset. I just restart. Reset. Sometimes when I'm really in the mood for some more steak, I just eat more steak. I eat steak 2 days in a row, you know? But I try to split it up between the days as evenly so I don't get bored. I have not gotten bored every single time I make food. I am so fucking excited because I do not look at food the way I used to. I used to look at food as an emotional support thing, whereas to now I look at food like it's fuel. The only reason I need to eat this plate of food in front of me is so they can keep me going. That's pretty much it. So that is what a week looks like. So if I do end up eating twice a day, whenever I eat at night, I almost always eat either 2 eggs or half a pack of bacon. Just so that I don't overdo it and eat too much. That is quite literally it. Because I am a strong believer in fasting, and fasting can do wonders for you. And if you haven't tried it already, try it. It is fucking worth it. Do you have your own fridge freezer that you don't share with your grandparents? If one is interested. Yes. Yeah, I live completely alone. I don't share anything with my grandparents. I have an entire house to myself, and they have an entire house to themselves, essentially. So I live completely alone in my little place. I don't share anything with them. The only thing I share with them is a garage, and that's pretty much it. And my car's not even in the garage, so that's it. What time do you eat? Usually in the mornings after I get back from my walk. So any time from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. is when I eat. That's my main times to eat. Oh, sorry. I forgot to mention one thing about this. I like to buy biltong every time I go to buy meat. And then I have a bag of biltong for like 2 days. And then I'll just snack on it. But that's just like my little thing. And then obviously also I drink a Red Bull every day. Sometimes even 2. Next question. How much is your penis size increase since your weight loss? Okay, I don't know if this is a troll question, but I've spoken about this a lot. I haven't measured my penis in a while, but it's definitely gotten longer. Because obviously, if you're fat, you have it's not only your belly that's in the way, but it's also your, it's also like the little, you know, your dick is like attached to like a little, like, I feel like if they cut it off, it looks like a vagina. So the thing like the vagina is, you know, so like that thing also has fat, and that's gotten significantly smaller. My belly is like significantly smaller, obviously. And so my penis has 100% gotten longer, a lot longer. I actually feel now, I can't wait to have sex again because I feel like I'll have so much confidence. I'll be willing to try a whole bunch of new fucking spots or not tricks, what the fuck, not tricks, positions. Yeah, I was gonna do some tricks in bed real quick. So yeah, it's gotten longer. I can't tell you how much longer. I don't have a very big penis. I guess I'd say I'm average sized. I think I don't think it's very big. I don't think it's very small either. I know I've seen some dicks in my life. I've seen some small dicks, seen some big dicks, and I feel like I have a nice dick. Like I feel like I have an okay dick, you know. I have a very girthy dick though. For anyone that might care, I have a girthy dick. I have a thick boy. Anyway, moving along from that one. Favorite food right now, dude. Short rib steak. Is it short rib? Porterhouse with a nice little piece of fat on it, dude. Oh my god, dude. That fat is so fucking good, dude. God, dude, fat is so good for you. If you're one of those people that say fat is bad for you, you're so fucking stupid. I just want you to know that from the bottom of my heart. You're so fucking stupid. Fat is so good for you. It is so good for you, dude. But yeah, a nice little piece of steak with some nice little fat on it, dude. That is my favorite food, without a doubt. Right now. My favorite food of all time, lasagna. Without a doubt. Lasagna. Lasagna is where it's at, dude. Lasagna, best food ever. That's why I was so sad when Bings came to make food and I couldn't have lasagna. That's my favorite food. Actually. Girth, the circumstance of the shaft of the penis. Yeah, the thickness. Alright. Firstly, congratulations with the weight loss. Thank you very much. It's truly inspiring. My question is if you'll be getting into the gym at any time in the future to continue with your gains you've been making. No, absolutely not. I despise the gym and I do not want to go to a gym. What I would do is I would maybe get a little bit more into the weights and stuff at home. I bought myself a little what do you call it, a bar. I got me one of those with like multiple weights. I think it goes to like 40 kgs or 50 kgs. I've been doing that a little, but I have no interest. I do not want the gains, bro. I don't fucking care. All I want to do is just feel better. That is it. Maybe in the future, maybe if there's a future out there where I meet someone or I have a really good friend that wants me to go gym with them, maybe. Otherwise, no. No interest in doing the gym at all. If I wanted to be judged, I'll just go to church. All right, next one. What is mostly diet or exercise that changed things for you? Diet, without a doubt. I didn't used to exercise at all, so there was nothing to change. I pretty much changed my eating habits and what I do for exercise. So to give you guys an idea of how much I ate. Okay, this is a bit hectic and crazy, and I think anyone with a normal brain of like how nutrition and stuff works will understand how I got to the point of weighing 274 kilograms. So this was the average day of HenricoM in 2021, essentially. I would wake up every morning. Our first meeting would be at 10 past 8 a.m. So I would wake up, I would roll out of my bed, and the first thing I would do is I would not check Twitter, I would not brush my teeth, I would not wash my face. I would open Mr. D or Uber Eats and I would order from Starbucks. I would order myself a hot chocolate with extra cream, a brownie, and a sandwich every single morning. Every morning. That's meal number one. Then, at around 11 o'clock, I'm like, damn, it's almost lunch, probably order some food. Then I would order some McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, fucking pasta, whatever the fuck. That's the afternoon, okay? That was 11 o'clock, and it arrives at around lunchtime, so I eat that. Take into consideration, whenever I did order, I wouldn't order from McDonald's a double quarter pounder of cheese meal. I would order a double quarter pounder of cheese meal. I would order a cheeseburger. I would get a McFlurry. I'll get a large shake on the side, maybe some chicken nuggets as well. Throughout the day, I also have stuff in my house. So I'll be snacking here and there. Then at around like 3, 4 o'clock, I'd be like, damn, I have to stream soon. I should probably order some food. And I would order food again. And I would usually get a pizza or I would get a salad to make myself feel better. But no. And I would order more food. And I would eat before the stream. Again, full meal, maybe 2. And then again, snack during the night. And when I get into bed, if I wasn't eating a chocolate in the bed, then there's something wrong with me. That was every day. That was every single fucking day. I used to order 3 to 4 times a day on Uber Eats these days, or in that day, and it did cost me a lot of money. It did. That's why I had no savings. I did have no savings because it all just went into food. So definitely diet changed the most. You showed me a picture once of, I think some of your family looked like a breakfast. You were behind the camera, so not in the picture, but we could see that I assume was your plate. That always stuck with me because if my assumption were right, that was a puss load of food. I do not remember this photo at all. But yeah, I used to eat a lot. I used to eat a fuck lot. And yes, weight loss has saved me a lot of money. Where I used to spend, I want to say like anything from 1,500 to 2,000 rand a week on food, I now spend about 2,350 rand on food a month. That's on a good month, by the way. That's when I'm getting like the nice steaks. So yeah, that's why I save 70% of my money. So all the subs you guys give, all the donation stuff, 70% of that probably gets saved. Or goes to taxes, because taxes just fucks you up. Anyway, next question. Did the air fryer help? Yes. If you do not have an air fryer, guys, please do yourself the favor, invest. It's such a nice fucking thing. I am a lazy motherfucker. I am the laziest cunt you'll ever know. I literally pay a domestic worker to come do my dishes. I pay a domestic worker to only come do my dishes. You know, it's the kicker. I have a dishwasher. That is how lazy I am. I have a literal dishwasher in my house that I can just, if it's 2 steps away from my basin. 2 steps. But I still pay someone to come do my dishes. Because I like convenience. That is how lazy I am. The air fryer is quite literally the easiest thing in the world. You take the food, you put it in the air fryer, and you turn it on. That is it. That is it. A perfectly cooked steak in 8 minutes. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that? So yes, the air fryer absolutely helped me. If I didn't have the air fryer, I think I think things might have been a bit different. I'm not gonna lie. I usually jump around things every couple of months. The weight loss inspired me to actually stick to working on my body. Thank you, come. If you're not asking something, that's a very nice message. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Keep at it. The jump around thing, that happens to a lot of people. It comes back to the same thing that I said earlier. You have to make sure that you make the decision for yourself. The decision needs to be in your mind. If you don't make the decision for yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. You need to make sure that you make the decision in your mind. You need to make sure that you are doing it for yourself, not for anyone fucking else. Yes, you want to look better for people. Maybe you want to go out to a club and you want to look nice. Yes, I get it. Trust me, I fucking get it. Look at me, dude. I am a living embodiment of a fucking troglodyte with an eating fucking problem. I get that. But you are your own enemy, you're your own friend, and your own biggest support. Because you talk to yourself every single fucking day, all the fucking time. Who's the person that calls you, or who's the person you fight the most on your own? Your head. You always do that. You literally fucking... How many times have you told yourself, God, you're so fucking stupid, or you're such a loser, or like in your own mind? That happens so much. You have to get your mindset right. That is the only way to stick to it. You have to do it for yourself. How much do you spend on all food for the 30 days? Currently, 2,350 Rand on a good month. Next question. What would your go-to order be at a fast food chain now that you're in the fitness health journey? Which fast food chain should you go with? Something healthy or something not healthy? Well, first off, I would fucking love to at the moment, but unfortunately I have to wait to get my surgery. Otherwise, I cannot eat anything. I cannot eat anything oily at the moment, which kind of sucks. But if I could choose right now, healthy? Fuck no. Why the fuck would you want to go to a healthy fast food place? Firstly, there's no such thing as a fucking healthy fast food place, okay? Fast food is not healthy, period. There's no fucking shot. They still dip that shit in some fucking nut oil or whatever the fuck, dude. There's no such thing. Healthy food is food you make yourself. That's healthy food because you know what the fuck goes in there, okay? If I could choose, Burger King. Burger King, Big Bacon King, extra bacon, large chocolate shake or strawberry shake with cheesy bacon fries, and to kick it off, a nice little fucking ice cream. Oh, dude. My mouth is watering just thinking about this, dude. My mouth is watering thinking about this. If I could order that right now, I would. The day once I go for my surgery and I'm allowed to eat again, or my body can eat normal food again, I'm literally going to phone Val and hopefully some other friends and tell them, listen, let's go to Tiger's Milk. Let's just go fucking have a burger. And that's what I want. But fast food, Burger King. Because in South African, we don't have a lot of good fast food places. Like, I like a Mackey's and everything, but if there's something I really want, it's a Big Bacon King with extra bacon, without a doubt. By the way, super fucking proud of it. How have you been keeping up with your mental health? Like, maybe there's been times you wanted to lose more where you even gained. How did that affect you? How did you manage to stay positive? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Mentally, I'm in a lot better place than I was a year ago. No, more than a year ago. A lot better. And it has to do with three things. Number one, the fact that I'm chasing a dream. I'm doing something that I enjoy and something that I find good in. I have one goal every day, and that's at least to make a person smile. And that sounds so cliche, but that's it. If I can make one person's day, I feel good. That is why I don't think anyone understands how upset I get when a stream doesn't do well. And people don't get why I get upset. But I get upset because if a stream doesn't do well, that means I didn't do a good enough fucking job that day. You know? If someone's not talking in the chat, or someone's not always watching, or if the view count is low, there's a reason for that. And the reason is simple. You just didn't do good enough. I don't care about all the other things. There's a reason why people are at the top. People like Summit 1G or Shroud. Or the reason why they're at the top is because they're doing a good fucking job at whatever the fuck they're doing. Right? So if I have a bad day of that, I'm hard on myself. I'm extremely hard on myself. And that really breaks my mental a lot. But then I have because I'm chasing the dream, that keeps me in good spirits. Because I'm like, all right, you had a bad day. Just go again. Just go again. Or I sometimes just go live again. Literally, I've done that so many times where it's like nighttime. I had a horrible day of streams, no fucking subs, no donations, no follows or whatever the fuck. And then I'm like, I'm just going to go in. And then I lay in bed for like an hour or two. I'm like, no, you can't let it end this way. You're going to have a good day. You're going to go make someone's day. And then you go live again. And that's number one. Number two is something that Mich said that always sticks with me every single fucking day when I think about this diet. I've told this so many times, but I'm going to tell it again. The number one reason why my mental is still in a good spot is because of one fucking thing that he told me. About a month into this diet, I had a week where I was kind of depressed because I lost about 15 kgs. 15 to 20 kgs, but I saw no difference in myself. I couldn't see a physical difference. And I was like, why am I doing this? Why? I'm not seeing a difference. What the fuck is the point? And he said, don't compare the results you had in a month. Think about the results from a year from now. And I was like, that's such fucking stupid advice, but it was the best advice ever, or the best point ever. It's like, fuck it. What's a year of my life? What's a year of my life? I've always believed that I'm going to die young. Fuck it. Might as well waste one, right? And now look at me a year later. That is the thing that kept my mental so fucking good, because I always thought about that. And then about 6-7 months in, you start getting the odd chatter that's like, damn, did you lose weight? Or you go outside and I put on a shirt, and where these shirts used to sit like this, if anybody used to watch my streams, how all my shirts would be like this because I didn't have a fucking neck. The shirt doesn't fit me anymore. I don't have clothes that fit me except for the new stuff that I buy. Those small little things motivate me and keep my mental health good. And someone noticing something, maybe my mom or a family member or a friend or someone from chat, every week we have weigh-in day and people are excited for me or excited with me. So even the days where I didn't lose weight, yes, it gets a bit kind of like, but 2 steps forward, 1 step back, that's not the worst thing in the world, dude. You're still going to take another step. You just need to accept that not everything is always going to happen exactly the way you want it to. And the faster you deal with that fact, the easier it's going to be in the long run. For me personally, legitimately, the main thing is like you have to, the only way to keep the mental good is by making sure your mental is good. That you have to stay. There's no one else can make your mental better for you. You can get minor serotonin boosts. You can get minor serotonin boosts if something happened. Maybe you get a lot of money. Maybe you get a lot of subs. Maybe you get a lot of followers. Maybe you get a big bonus from work. Maybe you get a raise. Whatever the fuck, right? All these little things. All these little things can add to your serotonin and can definitely add to a better mental. But there is going to be bad days and you just have to accept that. You have to accept that. I think I answered everything I wanted to. I think I answered everything that I wanted to. Pretty much there. The turning point for me was when you sent me selfies of your sister at a bar where you in a t-shirt and no hoodie. Yeah, that's true. You would never see me in public without a hoodie. It's still very rare. I still wear jackets most of the time, but now recently I've been wearing a lot of shirts in public and I feel good about it. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. But yeah, it's actually, I remember that night. I remember that night. I remember when. So just to give some context for anyone who might care. So about, what is it? Probably like 6 months ago, I went to my family for a weekend. No, it's more than that. It can't be 6 months. Probably like 2 months, 3 months ago, or whatever. I can't remember. But I went to my family, and my dad wanted to go out for a drink. And it was a fucking scorcher of a day. And I only had a shirt on. And I was like, fuck, let me go get my hoodie. And my dad's like, why? And I had like a little moment to myself, like, yeah, why? So I went out with a shirt and wearing only a shirt, which is a very, very rare sight for me. I mean, you can ask Zassi or anyone who saw me at Comic-Con. That place was we were melting, and I just wore my hoodie. But now I'm more confident in just wearing a shirt. Now, how did I manage to stay positive? I don't fucking know. It's all my chat's fault. They keep me positive somehow, even though they make me hate myself a lot of the time. Good job, Twitch chat. Next question. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Lasagna. Lasagna. Every single day, lasagna. There's no better food. Lasagna is the best food in the fucking world. Nothing is as good as lasagna. Nothing will be as good as lasagna. Lasagna. Lasagna, lasagna, lasagna. With cheese. We're down 103 kilograms. When you get to your target, what are your plans to make sure that you stay in a decent shape? Probably masturbate enough. I'm joking. So I think that's a very, very good point and a very good question to ask. I think some people lose weight just to lose the weight, right? But that was never my intention. My intention was to lose weight in a healthy way, but also to change my lifestyle to be more healthy in the long run. So right now I'm walking, like I said, every morning pretty much. I'm doing some weights every now and then during the day. And I think I'm gonna stick with that. Unless I see a significant need for a change, then I will make a change. But for now, I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing now. I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing now because I feel like it's working. I feel like it's working, and I am happy with what's working. If it gets to a point, like I said, where I'm, where I see that I need to do more, then I will do more. But at the moment, I right now, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna eat less. I'm not gonna eat more. I'm happy with the way it is now. I think eventually the weight loss will plateau out, but then you have exactly. The weight loss will plateau out. In the first few weeks or the first few months, I lost like 4 to 5 kgs a week. A week. Now I'm lucky if I lose more than a kg. Last week we lost 1 kg somehow. And that's normal. I knew it was coming, but a loss is still a loss when it comes to weight. The only L you can ever take in life and feel good about is when you lose weight. That's it. That's the only time. All right, I want to give it over to chat if there's any questions from chat. Anyone want to ask anything about what I said so far? Anybody want to bring something up they want to talk about? There is still a lot of questions coming in. But if anybody wants to say anything and wants to bring something up, please do so. Thank you very much for everyone who is tuning into the stream and watching. If you are listening or lurking, put me in your other monitor. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you are new to the stream, do me the biggest favor, !socials. And please go follow on my social medias if you want. It would mean the world to me. If you want to support the stream, you can always follow the stream. And if you really want to support the stream, you can always subscribe, gift a sub, or you can even donate. There's a big donation button down below. Yeah, I'm selling out because you gotta fucking eat, you know. How much do you weigh now? 171 kilograms. I was 274 kilograms, and now I'm 171. And I took this photo on Thursday, just so I can prove it to you. I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. 171. There we go. All right. Kigariku. Yeah. I was asked, what's your current meal plan? I follow the carnivore diet, Saints. I follow the carnivore. Thank you so much, Zypher. I appreciate you. My oiler. Can I give you a little kiss, dude? There you go. That'll be in the YouTube video. Zypher guy's a big willy, guys. Biggest oiler. All right. On to the next question. What made you realize that you wanted to start this journey, and who motivated you the most? That filthy guy is cool. Okay, so that's definitely a self-comment. We should definitely ban filthy. Who motivated me the most? Thank you so much, Zypher, for the 10 gifted subs. I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much, brother. That is incredibly kind of you, dude. Can we get some hearts in chat for Zypher guy with the 10 gifted subs? Big supporter of the channel. Big dick oiler. Big dick lad. 139 subs away, chat, from merch. The last merch we'll ever give away and the last merch we'll ever have. So if you want to contribute to the sub goal, let's see if we can hit that 2K. I believe in you. We can do this. All right? All right. Back to the questions. Thank you so much, Cypher. I appreciate you, brother. Motivated me the most? My Twitch chat, without a doubt. My Twitch chat and my family. Definitely, my family has been incredibly supportive. But I think the reason why I say Twitch chat is not just because I'm streaming, but it definitely was my Twitch chat, because we had the whole thing of like weigh-in Wednesdays, right? And I always felt like I don't want to disappoint them. I don't want to let them down, right? So definitely mostly my Twitch chat is the thing that motivated me the most. What made me start realizing that I wanted to see this, honestly, I just wanted to look better. I wanted to, whenever someone invited me out, I wanted to not the first thing in my head be like, fuck, dude, I don't want to go out because everyone's going to see what I look like. And that's the main thing. I just wanted to look better. I want to look better, have more confidence. If I see a chick across a bar and I think she's hot, I want to walk up to her and be like, hey, I think you're really pretty. Can I buy you a drink? You know, stuff like that. The normal things that people, I guess, deal with. That's what I think, at least. My main thing has always been that I really want to meet someone, and I don't think that I'll ever meet someone if looking the way I do now. So, working on myself. Sometimes you got to work on yourself. You got to work on yourself and just discover who you are. Discover who you are. Smack her ass. Hashtag me too. Don't want to do that. Twitch chat was your accountability. Yes, they are my accountability. Exactly. Exactly. Are you a salt or sweet person? 100% both, dude. But you'd think on the carnivore diet, eating this much salty stuff, you'd like crave sweet stuff. I don't crave sweets at all. If I crave anything, it's probably ice cream, but only a specific ice cream, and that's a Magnum white almond. That's the only one. But I crave salty stuff, dude. Like, I want to suck a dick right now for some McDonald's fries and a Big Bacon King from Burger King. That is what I want. Salty shit, dude. I'm craving salty foods. I like both. Don't get me wrong. I'll eat both. But if I had to pick, salt any day. Salty stuff any day, dude. Salty stuff any day. Yeah, salty stuff. Sus. Like a vagina. Vagina salty. Well. Surgery when? Hopefully as soon as possible. If I had the money, if I had the finances, I would go for the surgery tonight. If I could go for the surgery, I would go for the surgery tonight. I would give anything to get the surgery over with. But unfortunately, I have to wait. Quick little background for anyone who doesn't know, I need to get my gallbladder removed. And to get your gallbladder removed costs you 100,000 Rand. If you do it through the private sector, and I do not have medical, so I can't do it like that. So I have to do it through the state. And that means I have to wait a long, long while. A very, very long while. My appointment with the SOP is on the 23rd of March or the 22nd of March. I have to go check. And then I will hopefully find out when I can get a surgery. So hopefully as soon as possible. I would love to get the surgery over and done with so I can just have my life back. Because, yeah, at this point I can't really enjoy anything. Like if I go to a braai or something, I can't have anything. But yeah. Yeah. There you go. Chips in a KFC crusher, dude. Chips in a milkshake is delicious, especially if you have McDonald's chips in a Burger King milkshake. It's the best thing you'll ever have. Best thing you'll ever have. It's delicious. Moving on. Avo on toast, dude. Why did my mind immediately go dirty? I just started thinking about Avo. What the fuck? Avo on toast? Yeah, sure. I'd love some Avo on toast, but unfortunately, I can't have Avo on toast because it's not part of my diet. So, but yeah. Avo on toast is delicious. Avo on toast is absolutely delicious. Yeah, you can spray me. I think I deserve it. I think I deserve a good spray. But yeah, Avo on toast is delicious. Absolutely delicious. I love it. Which vegetable do you most resonate? What the fuck is this question? Probably a Brussels sprout. Because everyone hates Brussels sprouts and everyone hates me. So, Brussels sprout. In the beginning of your journey, you had a mindset. Obviously, working through your long journey and circumcising your losses, how many times do you think about running into the pits of hell and giving the good Lord Satan a blowjob that would have him knocking on the gates of heaven? I'm guessing this question is with regards to that I want to make a deal with the devil to like just get this sorted. Probably every day, I think. I guess. Dude, if the devil existed, like if there was actually a devil out there and I could make a deal with him to like sort life out, I would 100% do it. 100%. But I don't believe in Satan or devil or anything like that. So yeah, if I could, I would. But yeah, there's a lot of times where I wanted to give up, I guess. And I just reach down from the earth and below and continue on. Next question. Did you do the lion carnivore diet, which is just beef, water, and salt, or the one that less intense levels that allow other proteins and tea, etc.? Okay, I've heard about this. There's a lot of carnivore diets. So I did not do the lion. I eat pork, beef, and chicken, pretty much. And eggs, obviously. So no, not just beef, water, and salt. No, I drink a fuck ton of water, and I drink a Red Bull a day. Every single day without fail, unless I don't have any left. By the way, I have to go to the Red Bull on Monday. Don't let me forget, chat. So no, I eat usually I eat whichever of those four, and I only use salt and pepper. I only use salt and pepper. I only use salt and pepper, nothing else, dude. I'm curious, is fish a bad thing? No, fish is actually extremely good for you. I would love to get some salmon, but I do not know how to make salmon. So I bought it twice, fucked it up completely, and was like, nope, not trying that again. So I just gave up. Sometimes you just have to accept that you suck at something, and I suck at making salmon. So not doing it anymore. You can have fish though. Fish is fine. Fish is more than fine. But the carnivore diet that I pretty much follow is my own little carnivore. And also, wait, this is something I have to mention this, because I don't think a lot of people that go on diets understand this point, okay? You shouldn't first off look at it as a diet. You should look at it as a lifestyle change. That's the important part. Number 2 is, if you're going away for a weekend, or you know you're going to a party or whatever, do not try and tell yourself you can't have any of the foods. You can't eat any of the foods. No, don't do that, because you're ruining it for yourself. If you want to have a piece of the fucking cake, have a piece of the fucking cake, dude. Have a piece. I did that a lot of times. Whenever I went away for weekends, when I went to Zassy's birthday party, when I went to Comic-Con, when I went to my dad's birthday, when I went to my family stuff, anything. If there was a fucking cake or if there was some fucking snacks or whatever, I had it. I ate it. I did 2 things though. Number 1, I ate a lot less than what I usually would, because I know that I know the change I'm making. And number 2, the moment that party is over or the next day, I go back to exactly what I did before. I didn't give myself the chance to like, fuck it, I ruined it yesterday, might as well do it again today. No. I went back to the point where exactly, it was just like a reset day. You know, you fucked up yesterday, but hey, let's focus on the next day and let's eat right again. And that's the only way. That's it. You can't not treat yourself, because you're just going to fucking start hating yourself and you're not going to have a balance of what you need. The weirdest thing you've ever eaten. Probably abalone. Bad Lamoon. Tastes horrible. Disgusting. Weirdest texture ever. And I eat for flavor. I couldn't care less about texture. But yeah, probably abalone. I would 100% abalone. Abalone is just not it. It's not good. If you've had abalone, you like it, there's something wrong with you. You need to get checked out. Not a fan. That weirdest. Well, to me, that was the weirdest. If I have to think like physically, like actually weirdest, like I can't believe you ate that. Can't think of anything specific. I've had crocodile. I think that's pretty normal. This is real talk. I love this. By the way, I think you're the best South African streamer. Thank you very much, Evil Bunny. That's very, very kind of you, dude. Hopefully I can get that well. What spices do you have on your meat and stuff? Like, is it just salt? I'm struggling with just salt. Yeah, salt and pepper. That's it. Salt and pepper. It's all you need. If you eat the right meat, salt and pepper is all you need, brother. All you need. Just got to make sure you spice it properly. Or you can add some butter in there, but you got to make sure you eat the proper butter. You have to eat like Kerrygold. All right. Next question. If you could mold any... Okay, so I think we're now over to the more... Okay, so I think the diet questions are done. So before we answer this question, is there any other questions in chat with regards to the carnivore or any of my dietary choices or whatever the fuck? Please ask them now before we get into these types of questions. Because now we're getting to this point of the Q&A where I now have the more random stuff. The more random ones. What butter do you use? There's only one butter you're allowed to use, and that is Kerrygold. Kerrygold is pure grass-fed butter with nothing extra. Want to eat this? No, I do not want to eat that, Zassy. You have Bay. I feel this is the question chat's been waiting for. It's possible. It's possible. Did my Kung Fu question get removed? I have no idea what you're talking about, but no question was removed. Every single thing was downloaded. Everything. Kerrygold? Yes, Kerrygold. Just so the record states, I didn't ask this question. That's fine. I didn't care who asked it. That's why it's anonymous. This is probably just some horny teenager, to be fair. Kerrygold sounds like a porn star? No, it's absolutely delicious butter. Best butter ever. Best butter ever. Excuse me while I take a drag of my vape. But if you have any questions or anything you want me to answer, go ahead, please ask them away. We're not at the question yet, okay? We're getting to this question. Let's more focus on chat for a second, okay? Did someone ask about air fried cum? I didn't look at any of the questions. I only downloaded them. I didn't look at any of them. I didn't want to prepare for any of them. I wanted this to be an open conversation about anything, you know? You air fry all your meals? Yes, I only use the air fryer. Except for eggs, which I make in the pan. I make eggs in the pan. I have like 20 questions. All right, you can ask me one. Go ahead. And if anyone else has a question, please. Please. Remember, there's still a lot of questions coming. I think we're maybe halfway. All I'm saying is there isn't a question about air fried cum chat. I'm disappointed. Okay, moving on. There's obviously no... Okay, moving on. If you could mold any porn star's vagina into a fleshlight, who would it be? Probably Riley Reid, because I think that's the only porn star's name I can think of right now. See, the thing, people don't believe me when I say that, but I don't know their names. I don't look at their names when I fucking jerk one. Why the fuck would I look at their names? I don't know who they are. But yeah, Riley Reid, I guess. She has a nice vagina. Yeah, I don't look at the names. Why the fuck should I look at their names? I don't know how else to answer that. What's next in the journey? To lose more weight. Hopefully lose another 50 this year and then continue on until I am at a healthy weight. For my height. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me personally. I'd love to be happier, but I'm working on that. And just have a better mindset taking on anything in life. More excited about things and, you know, more happy about things, I guess. That is the main thing. Yeah, that's what's next in the journey, I guess. I would love to by next year start incorporating a little bit more different foods back into the diet and see how that affects me. It's not something I want to do. It's something I want to try. It's just something I want to experiment with. Yeah, that's pretty much what's next in the journey. Unless there's something specific this person entered this question, but I guess we'll never know because it's anonymous. Thanks for asking my questions. It really helps. You're more than welcome, dude. You can ask more questions as well, dude. Never be shy to ask me a question. How tall are you? I'm 1 meter and 91 centimeters. 191. In American, that is, I don't fucking know. Google it. 1.91 meters in American, I think is 6 foot 4, 3. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. 191. 6 foot 3. There you go. I'm 6 foot 3. Here we go. I don't know you personally, but your growth has made me so happy and proud of you. You've always pushed yourself, and at times you felt like this path you have chosen might fall. You might fail. Your fears. You put all the negativity one side and go again. You're no quitter. You're amazing. Not a question. That's very, very nice. Thank you. Who the hell is this? Who the fuck still calls me Henrico? There's only one person that calls me Henrico, and that is Lady Purr. But Lady Purr knows me personally, so this must be someone else. This definitely follows on the Henrico message. Your streams always lift my spirit up and make me laugh when life is shit. Thank you for being you. Ever since I started watching you, I've loved your streams. You're so damn kind and funny. You definitely have one of the softest hearts I know. Thank you. That's very, very nice. That's a very, very nice message. That makes me feel very, very nice. That's very, very nice. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Wait, was this you? Is this you? Is this you, Lady Purr? Dude, we've spoken a lot off stream. What do you mean? In the DMs. I feel like we know each other a little bit personally. Okay, anyway, moving on. Henrico wrote the question himself. Yes, I did. I sent myself questions. Yes, I'm that petty. Have you ever been in love? Yes, I have been in love. I have been in love, and it sucks. Never ever fall in love, chat, unless you're 100% sure. Unless you're 100% sure. Unless you're 100% sure. If anybody wants to watch, exclamation mark heartbreak in chat. Anyway, moving on. How old do you want to be when you get married? I don't fucking know. I've never thought of getting married. I don't think I'm gonna get married personally. I don't think I'm gonna get married, if I have to be completely honest. I guess I'd love to get married, but I don't think so. I guess by at least like 40, I guess. I still want to be able to at least fuck the woman and let her have a good time, you know? I don't want my willy to just be like a little fucking... I don't want that, you know? Just, yeah. Yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Before 40, preferably. Before 40. I feel like if you get too old and you get married, but marriage doesn't bother me. It's not something it's just a piece of paper in the end. If you're compatible with a human, you can make it work without that piece of paper, I'm pretty sure. But I don't even have a girlfriend yet. I don't even have someone that's remotely interested in me. So I think this is a conversation for a way, way other day. But hopefully, I can only hope that one day I'll meet someone and maybe they want to get married. Cypher, I'm sorry, brother. You're a guy and you have a wife and a baby. As much as I love you, I'm really into vaginas and titties. So, yeah. Are you single? Yes. Yes, I am single, unfortunately. I wish I wasn't, but I am. But I am. You're really attractive. You're lying. Can you share your location with me? What the fuck? No. I live in Somerset West. That's all you're getting from me. I live in Somerset West. That is it. That's it. That's all you're getting. When looking at yourself in the mirror, does the health journey you're currently on make you happy when you see the results this far? No, because I'm not where I want to be yet. It makes me feel a lot better, but I'm not happy with where I am right now. No, I feel like I can be at a much better place, right? If I just did this years ago, or started this years ago. But we're getting there. We'll get there eventually. I have a wedding at the end of the year that I'm going to be the MC at. And this is the first time I'll ever buy myself a suit. And I think if I see myself that day around other people, I think that could be a little bit of a confidence booster. So I'll have to wait for November and then I'll look at myself in the mirror and then I'll answer this question again. Then I'll answer this question again. But for now, no. But it's not a bad thing. It's just motivating me to do more. I really, really want to look better and feel better. Even as good as I am now, I want it to be more. Next question. Have you ever been through a hard depression and thought about just leaving? If you did, do you have an advice on how to go through it? Yes and yes. Okay, story time. When I started my job in Cape Town or in Stellenbosch when I worked at Capitec, the first few months were amazing. It was great. I absolutely loved every second of it. The drive was short. It was easy. But about 2 months after starting work there, 3 months, they let us know that we're all moving to Bellville. Now, I live in Somerset West, and Bellville, the head office of Capitec, is on the main road, Voortrekker Road, which is pretty much one of the main roads in Cape Town. So everybody goes there, and it's a double lane road. It's 1 lane forward, 1 lane back. That is it. So traffic there is intense. It's a scary place. It's not a nice place to be in. And for 3 years, I tried to find a new job, and every single day I spent about 4 to 6 hours in my car. Every morning I had to get up at 3:30 a.m., leave at 4 a.m., get to work if I'm lucky at 6 a.m., and then pretty much start working, even though I only had to start working at 8, because if I went any later, I would just hit peak traffic and I'd be stuck. I'd end work at 5, and then it would take me another 2 hours minimum to get home, and I'd get home every day at 7. And that's also when I started streaming. And I was trying to balance that. I worked 6 weeks straight every single day, and you have 1 off weekend. So every 6th weekend was your off weekend. And I just worked all the time, and I was like this, and I made no money because all my money went to petrol. Everything went to petrol, because it was 93 kilometers a day, every single day, 6 to 7 days a week. So it was about 700 kms a week that I had to drive. My whole salary was just petrol, and I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't find a new job. And like I said, this is when I started streaming as well, and I was trying to make the streaming thing work, but that didn't really work. I had no viewers. I had made no money from streaming. I got a payout like once every 6 months for the first 2 years. And yeah, that made me, put me in a really tough spot. And there was one Sunday afternoon, I just came back from work, and I was like, this is just not worth it. This is not the way to live. This was in 2018. I was just like, this is not worth it. It's just not worth it. So I got into my car, and I had this idea, if I just go drive a bit, maybe my mind will clear a bit. And I found this nice little spot, like just behind Cape Town, or like behind Table Mountain. I was like, dude, if I shoot myself here, like that's gonna be the easiest cleanup for them ever, because they find me in the car, they can pretty much just take me out of the car, and then it'll be easy, you know. So I had like this whole idea of like, I just have to find a gun, essentially. I just have to find a gun, and it'll be better. Or I feel like I would relief of the pain. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I just thought about my mom, my brother, my sister, my family, and stuff like that, and that kept me going. And about a year later, I got a new job, which is pretty cool. And then yeah, things pretty much changed from there. I think that was the closest I've been to it. And the way I got through it is by just going to those that matter in that moment in your mind. But everybody has to. In your mind, everybody has to, or if you're battling with depression or something like that, you need to find a way to deal with it. That's like the easiest thing. Well, not the easiest thing. That's the most important thing. Definitely not the easiest thing. You need to find ways to deal with it. I would highly recommend therapy. Therapy is without a doubt the biggest thing that I can recommend. Just after the situation happened, there's a girl I used to play games with. She reached out because she said she just felt like something was off, and I don't know if this is the universe playing tricks on me, but then I told her about everything, and then she helped me get into therapy. I couldn't afford it, so she paid it, and yeah, that helped me a significant amount. So I would definitely say therapy. I know therapy seems like a very, very taboo thing. People don't like therapy. I get it, but sometimes you just gotta talk to someone. Sometimes you just have to talk to someone, be that a therapist, your friend, someone you trust. But yeah, depression is something that I don't like saying the thing that I am depressed. I hate saying that, because that word is so misused in today's. It's so misused in today's terms. Like everyone has a bad day and they're like, "Oh, I'm so depressed." Like I suffer from depression. I have self-diagnosed suffering from depression and anxiety, and I don't think you really you have no right. If you're just having a bad day, that's fine. Everyone's allowed to have a bad day, but you can't just use the word depression as an excuse for everything, because you decide that you want to have a bad day. There's people suffering legitimately with these things, and they need help. And now I feel like that has put society in a place where people are ashamed to say that they're depressed, or they feel depressed, or they feel like they're going through depression. So I don't really like to use that word in the sense of like when I have a real talk with someone and be like, "Hey, I'm depressed." I would never say. I'm just say I just feel sad, you know, and that's fine. You're allowed to feel that way. You're allowed to feel the way you do. You're allowed to be sad. You're allowed to have a shitty day. That's normal. Everyone goes through shitty days. I still think about kidding myself a lot. It happens sometimes. Just like, it's not worth it. I start thinking about my future of streaming. What if next month nothing goes right? You know, like these are the thoughts you have. But my biggest advice would be, you have to find someone to talk to. Someone just needs to hear you out. And if anyone ever tells you they understand, tell them to go suck a dick, because they don't. People can't understand if they're not you. They can listen, and sometimes that's all you need. But we move, exactly as I say. But we move. When I was in grade 9, I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, you guys might be able to see this. Okay, so fuck, you guys can't see it. Okay, but. Yeah, I unfortunately I can't show you guys, but there's a mark here. So when I was in grade 9, I had a really, really shitty time in my life, and I wanted to kill myself. So I went to the kitchen, I grabbed a steak knife, and I looked away, and I just went. Steak knife went in there, came out right over there. You guys won't be able to see. One day I'll take a photo and I'll show you guys. Knife went through my hand, and obviously the adrenaline kicked in, and I'm still alive today. So, yeah, I think that's the closest I got to ever doing it. Well, I mean, I tried, but it didn't happen. Luckily, I knew a doctor. I knew a friend whose dad was a doctor, and they helped me out. My mom and them never knew. That's why I wore so many hoodies, because I would just pull the hoodie over the little band-aid that I had here. Or not band-aid, it was fucking wrapped and shit. But I had like a little band, I would just walk around my hoodie like that. But yeah, my life sucked in high school on an emotional level. One day I'll tell you that story. One day. Anyway, whoever this person is, if you're watching, if you're listening, you got this. What I'm gonna say, you got this. Have you ever stopped and looked around you? Just to look at the world around you. I know exactly who sent this. I think we should do this more as humans, right? Just stop. Stop and stare. Take a moment and just look around you, huh? But no, I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done this in a while. I have not done this in a while. I think it's a good. It's not a good thing, but I think it should be a good thing to just stop and take a look around you sometime. There you go. There you go. I have a question that I'd like your opinion on. I'm an extremely introverted person, and making friends is hard. Like hard, right? How does one make friends without changing who you are? Brother. Saint. I don't have friends. I had an IRL friend, but I don't have a friend anymore because we grew apart. The only thing I have is online people that became friends in person in a while, or after a good while. I don't have anyone that's like close to me or like a friend across the fucking road or something. The way I made friends is through online. That's how I make friends. I do not know how people can go out and go have a party or something and just make friends. I don't know how people do it. What I would say is though, if people want to be your friend, they will be your friend. You shouldn't have to change for other people. But making friends it's essentially it's just a bunch of adults being comfortable with each other's uncomfortableness in a way, and just letting everyone be. And that's difficult. That's very, very difficult. And I think the only way to really make friends is by, especially being an introvert, that's going to be hard for you, but you have to get out there. That's the only advice I have for that. What you can do, if you really resonate with someone online, like try and meet up. Try and meet up, dude. That is the only way. That's my advice. I just want you to not change. Do not change who you are. I think you are an awesome fucking dude. Zassy, if you listen to what I said, you can't say Zassy is not a friend. Shut your fucking whole mouth. You are my best friend, and I tell you this all the time. I'm talking about the context of the conversation. Doing this is the best thing sometimes. Take notice of life moving and having the ability to stop and watch time moving. That's a good point. Think about this, okay? This is about to sound very, very morbid. And I'm sorry. When my grandfather died, it sucked for me, right? It sucked for everyone around me, right? But the world goes on. When the Queen died, it sucked for them, right? But the world moves on. It is such a horrible thing to think about, but life goes on. You have to understand that if you take a moment sometimes to yourself, you are having that moment. But Hub is at college that day, busy acing a test. Or Nocturnal is at home with his baby and having a great time with his wife. You know? Life can stop for you in a moment. But life moves on. You know? If you lose a family member, if you lose a friend, if you lose a dog, if you lose a cat, if your friend dies, your mom dies, your dad dies, yes, these things happen and it sucks, but life goes on. Life doesn't stop. And it's such a bad thing to think about. Like if you really think about that, fucking sucks. Like no one realizes the pain that's going around, right? Because you're dealing with your own shit, and that's human. That's completely human. But sometimes you just have to take a moment for yourself and just take it all in. Absorb everything. Absorb what you've done and where you've gotten so far, whether it's a good or a bad place. And then you just take the next step. No one cared about the Queen. Okay, that was not the point, but okay. Time doesn't heal wounds. Time teaches you how to cope with the wounds. Exactly. People always say time heal. Yes, time does heal. Time does heal, but it doesn't heal your wounds. It heals your soul in the way of like learning to cope with whatever the fuck happened. That's it. It's like a broken heart. Only time heals a broken heart? Bullshit. Time just makes you forget. Next question. If you could have any superpower but it had to be completely useless, what would it be? I would never want to blow my nose again. Easy. I would just never want snot in my nose again. Like, never want the buildup of snot. That's my superpower. Why do we park on driveways and drive in parkways? Because we're retarded. If you could switch lives with any fictional character, why would it be? Oh, who would it be and why? Easy. I would switch roles. I would switch to the guy who plays in We're the Millers, who was the nerdy brother. Why? Because you got to make up with Jennifer Aniston and Emma Stone. Is it Emma Stone? Any day of the week. Any day of the week. What's the craziest thing you've ever done for love or crush? Craziest thing I've ever done for a lover or crush. Well, I flew a check down from a house or from Joburg to Cape Town. I mean, I don't think that's crazy, but it cost me a lot of money. Oh, when I was in grade 6 or 12 years old, we had a talent show at the school, and the talent show was on Valentine's Day. Talent show was on Valentine's Day, and there was this girl I really, really liked, but she couldn't stand me. And I decided I'm going to sing a song for her in front of the whole school. And it was like, I think it was like 900 kids or whatever. So I went on stage, and I on the stage, I turned towards and I pointed at her and I sang the whole song for her. Hit my name with a fucking brick. But after 2 days, no one remembered it. Life moves on. This is the craziest thing I've done. I've done some stuff for some chicks, dude, and they just fucking take a knife out and cut your heart with it, dude. That's it. They don't fucking care. They just don't care. Did she give you a reach on the bottom? No. She, after first break, she slapped me. She slapped me to the face. If you could time travel to any period in history, what would you choose and what would you do there? I'd probably go back to the night my parents made me and tell them to stop. So then I'll just vanish. The moment I tell them to stop, they don't make me, and then they just vanish. Or I just vanish. Pretty much. Because I'm a nihilist. I don't care for life, so I would definitely... What do you mean shut the fuck up? That's my answer. It's a good answer. I think that's a good answer. Just go back to the night before they made me and be like, yo, let's not do this. And then I just disappear like some fucking Marvel Universe thing, you know? Yeah. I like that one. Mr. Starker don't feel so good. Exactly. Does anyone in chat have a question? Does anybody in chat have a question regarding any of the questions that we've had so far? Does anybody else have something? Why does your nose run but your feet smell? That's a good question. That's a good question. Because we're stupid space right now. How to become good at CS? You're asking the wrong guy, my friend. I am the worst at CS. Henry, you know some of these people who wouldn't do that do now if it... You know some of these people wouldn't do what they do now if it's not from you. Jordan, please retype that. I have no idea what you're saying. Do you still enjoy streaming? I know a few months back, all the subathon you said you were feeling burnt out. Still the case. I love streaming. I love every single second of streaming. This is what makes me feel good. This is what makes me happy. This is how I make money. If I don't stream, I don't make money. If I don't stream for a day and I don't get subs, I don't make money at all. I make no money. If people don't donate to me, I don't make money. I don't make money from YouTube or anything like that. I fucking love streaming. I love every single second of this. I'm over games, I can tell you that much. I really want to play. I want a game to come out that's really, really nice. I would love that, a game that I can enjoy again. I enjoy doing stuff like this, the just chatting stuff. This is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite thing to do. But unfortunately, I can't do this because, yes, Zypher gifted 10 subs. Big shout out to Zypher. Thank you very much. But like whenever you do just chatting stuff, there's not really a lot of, it's not, people don't donate, you know, people don't donate or subscribe or give bits or whatever, because they're focusing on the stream. They're focusing on the content that they don't give you money. That's why people who can focus on these things are people who have big YouTubes who make money from YouTube, right? But when I'm playing Counter-Strike or I'm playing The Forest or I'm playing whatever the fuck, that there's a lot of times where people just randomly give the sub because they're not focusing on just the content at that moment. They have like a little short attention span and they see like, oh, maybe I should give the sub. Oh, there's a big donation button here. Let me click that. So yes, I absolutely still love streaming. I don't feel burnt out, but I do think that the break I took wasn't long enough. I should have taken a longer break. 100%. 100%. Because the break was ending and then I only started feeling good about it again, and then I started stressing about not making money, and then it was January anyway, and last month was a terrible month. It was terrible. This month, it's a good month so far, but like I know a lot of these subs are expiring in the next 2 days, so this month is still not where I want it to be. So that's why I stream so much, because I want to make sure that I'm okay, you know, that I'm fine in the next month, you know. That's just, I live month to month and I save as much as I can. He's basically saying that you have influenced people through your streaming, so there's a reason for you to be here. I don't think so. Thank you though, but I don't think so. Some of people in chat wouldn't be doing what they're doing if you're not streaming. Just a thought. No, I don't think so. I don't think so that much. I find that hard to believe. I don't feel like I have that much of an impact on someone's life that I influence them to do something. But that's just my beliefs. Whatever if that is it, I would love to hear from you. Tell me what I influenced you to do. If it's a bad thing, don't message me. If it's a good thing, please let me know. I would love to know more things, you know. Yeah, that's called imposter. Yeah, that's something I definitely have. Zassy reminds me all the time. You've influenced me to adopt a 27-year-old. See, and that is why I would never believe stuff like that, because people just troll. But that's a good one, Zassy. I'm happy that you have a 27-year-old. I hope he makes you happy. You've influenced me to do the carnivore diet, and that's great. Go on TikTok and go look at carnivore diet. Go look at Umkubus Krill. Trust me. I'll be honest with you. I haven't changed my... I'll be honest. You haven't changed me physically to change or something, but I enjoy your content. Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, see, that doesn't influence you to do anything. You just enjoy the content. You make people smile and laugh the first time of the day when they come here. Stop thinking you have no purpose. I didn't say I don't have a purpose. I said I don't think I influence people to do things. Stop putting words in my mouth, Hub, and rather put your... I'm joking. All right. Next question. Will you marry me? Sure. Can you sing Bring Me the Horizon's True Friends Stabbed You in the Front? So the song is just called True Friends. You influenced us to gift. True. I wouldn't hold my breath if I was you, 'cause I'll forget, but I'll never forgive you. Don't you know, true friends stab you in the front. That's it. Next question. If you could move to any country, where would you go? Somewhere cold. Preferably Norway or England. Norway because it's almost always cold. England because it's cold a lot of the times. Because those are the only countries that I really know or know of. But if I could move in an instant, that's where I would want to go. But if I do move to Norway, the most northern part possible. Yeah. Why? Cold. I just like cold. I hate the heat. Yeah. Who would you say is the best CSGO player in the local scene? Frozen, without a doubt. Frozen is... The reason why he's the best player to me personally, and there's a lot of good ones, like fucking Blaze comes in hard second. The reason why I like Frozen is because Frozen is... He's still very, very young, but he's always willing to improve. And he's willing to help people. Or willing to learn and help people learn as well. If I had the money, I swear I would fucking buy that kid a plane ticket just overseas somewhere. Without a doubt, Frozen. To me, Frozen is... He's so good. He's so fucking talented. And he's got that drive. He wants to make it. He wants to make it. And he's a good dude. I really like him. I fucking love his brother. Lightning is the coolest little dude. He plays games with me all the time. Like, I'm just some random old fat fuck on the internet and he always jams games with me. He doesn't have to. I never have to ask him. He's always like, hey, I'll play with. Like, I never have to beg him or anything. He's just a good vibe to be around. And I really, really love him. But yeah, Frozen without a doubt. HenricoM's the best. Yeah, that HenricoM guy is pretty cracked, but he's like a hard ninth. He also gives Pag hugs. He does. And his brother is mine and Enrico's son. Yeah. Lightning is our little son. Me and Zassy have a son. Some of the oaks in the scene have surprised me that not all of them are toxic. Yeah, there's some good eggs. There's some good eggs. A lot of bad eggs, but there are some good eggs. But yeah, Frozen, Blaze, and I guess Volge is also pretty good. They're good. They're good homies, and they're good. I think they're very good. But yeah, mine is Frozen without a doubt. And the thing is with Frozen is like he's good, but his brother is just as good. And I'm always like, why the fuck is Lightning not pro? I wish I could. I sometimes want to slap him, and I'm like, why aren't you pro? Like I feel like you could be a pro as well. But yeah, obviously there's probably reasons for it. If I spun a wheel with every country in the world and paid for a 7-day holiday, including flights, would you go to matter the country? Hell fucking yes. Free holiday, bro. Free fucking holiday. Who's this? I want to know who asked this question. Of course. What's the worst place you could land on? Lesotho? I'll fucking go to Lesotho, dude. Why not? North Korea? Hell yeah. Win-win. Get a holiday, get killed. Win-win. Win-win. Who asked this question? Show yourself. Ukraine? Hell yeah, I'd go. Russia? Fuck yes. Anyway, I would 100%. Free holiday, dude. Why the fuck not? Why not? With my luck, it'll land on something like fucking United States just to really bore me, dude. But yeah, 100%. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Why do you get so thirsty when someone makes us... Answer the question. It's easy. Type exclamation mark heartbreak. Type exclamation mark heartbreak. Who asked this? I don't know. It's probably this must be from today. 100% must be from today. Hey, dude, I don't know. Chicks with strawberry for some reason they ruin my heart, bro. I don't know why. I don't know why. All right, moving on. After your story the other day, I'm convinced that if a woman approached you with a red flag in her hand, you would still ignore the red flag and go for gold. What? Back to back. Back to back. I can't help it. I believe in the good of people, okay? I believe in the good of people. I believe in the good of other humans, dude. And like, I just think that, you know, maybe a chick isn't that bad. I can't help it. I don't think I ignore I don't think I ignore a lot of red flags, to be fair. Like maybe I don't see them. I don't think I ignore them deliberately. I just don't see them. I actually saw a red flag recently. I bought someone something very special for a very special day. I sent it to them. And all I got back was a thank you so much with a crying emoji. And I was like, yeah, well, that's a red flag, so let me just go and fucking kill myself. Streamers see the good if people fuck them over. Hell yeah, dude. I get fucked over all the time. As long as I get fucked in between, dude. That's nice at least. That's nice at least. I give my 100% to people, and I usually get 10% back. We hate that person now. I don't want to hate them, but my heart is too fragile. Anyway, whoever asked this, fuck you. Do you like anyone at the moment? Absolutely. Yes, I do. I like them. I've liked them for a very long time, and I really thought. But I thought wrong. Sometimes you think, but you think wrong. Have you ever gotten your heart broken, and what happened? Exclamation mark heartbreak in chat if you want to go watch. Exclamation mark heartbreak. Jesus Christ. Yes, I have gotten my heart broken multiple times. I've gotten my heart broken 3 times, and everyone always says you get your heart broken 3 times before you meet someone. So I'm really hopeful. I'm really, really hopeful that I get that after that 3rd one. I really hope so. Yeah. Can I say something though? Chat, don't be mad at me. The first time my heart got broken, it was also by a chick that was already in a relationship. But she told me that they're gonna break up soon, and I was like, alright, 6. So we just kept on talking, and then like 6 months later, she was like, listen, I think me and this guy are gonna work things out now. Do you guys think there was a red flag that I should see? Anyway, going on. Why doesn't Dark Chocolate play any games? Why doesn't Dark Chocolate play with any games with you guys anymore? Miss Energy and the good laughs he brought to the stream. I don't fucking know. He just left. I don't fucking know. I don't try and keep people here. I don't know. He just dipped. I haven't seen him in a while. He just dipped. Surely, and I mean surely, not everybody could have been kung fu fighting. It's just not possible that everybody knew martial arts enough to start fighting. And then considering that everybody at the gathering would have to have a would have to have specialized in kung fu is just utterly unrealistic. Dude, who the fuck asked? Do you have a diffuser because your butt is the bomb? Please never ever use this on a human. Please. That is the worst pickup line ever. It's a good CSGO pickup line. Like maybe it'll get you a haha lol, but that's it. That is horrible. Good question though. I do not have a diffuser, no. My ass is just sack. Are you secretly in love with Sly? Absolutely fucking not. Fuck COD players. If you had a stick and a rock, which would you use first if you were to dance in a corner? Probably the stick, right? So the stick you can just go like... use the stick. So yeah, definitely the stick. Definitely the stick. Thank you very much, Dedicated, for the 14-month resub. I deeply, deeply appreciate it. The Dodo rufus collatus is an extinct flightless bird that is endemic to the islands of Mauritius. Or is that what you've been led to believe? There's a growing movement that believes the dodo bird is actually penguins and penguins never existed in the first place. Wicked Tuxie. Sorry I've been so AFK, life plus work plus puss people. I'm just a message away, homie. I'm always just a message away. Please never apologize. I know you're very, very busy. I love you and I hope you're doing okay. Welcome to the Q&A. If you have to ask anything, please go ahead. Fuck whoever sent this, by the way. Any gifters? That's a good question. Are there any gifters in chat? Does anybody want to gift us up? Whoever did this, by the way, you're the fucking goat. You're the goat. Because I needed a chance to ask for a gift us up. Any Oilers in chat, dude? Does anybody want to gift us up real quick? Anybody want to start a hype train? Any Q&A gift trainers? I don't fucking know. Go with it. Any exclamation mark mich, dude? Go crazy. Oilers? Where? Any Oilers? Surely. Let's go, Heartbreak. Thank you very much, brother, for the gifted sub. There we go. We got one. We got a gifted, chat. What a legend, dude. He's got the 10 gifted badge now as well. There you go. Thank you very much, Heartbreak, for the gifted sub. I appreciate you. Thank you. Huge. Broke, hey, it happens. I asked and I got a gift sub. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Maybe Zassi will create a hype train for us. You never know. Zassi's not really the person to gift, but hey. And I'm totally not just using Zassi's name to put him under the bus because I know that he would still not do it anyway. Okay. Good question though. Whoever asked this, you are a goat. I don't know who it was. I genuinely don't. It wasn't me, I promise. Totally. No, it wasn't. It actually wasn't. I think it was Scorpio. Next question. Wait, is there anybody who wants to ask a question in chat though? Anybody thought of a new question they want to ask or something? Please go ahead. No question is off limits. I think we're nearing the end, which is good. I think we're nearing the end. I have a question. Come play Suns. That's not a question, you fuck. That's not a question. I'm busy with a segment, bro. This is why you're supposed... Hello? I'm busy with a fucking segment, dude. Who was the person that made the hate video on you for the Oilers? No questions off limits. Zaffa Geek. Zaffa Geek made a video and called me a shady streamer. Shady streamer. HenricoM. It's still... I think it's still on his YouTube. Enjoy. Go watch it. Zaffa Geek. Zaffa Geek. Why did she leave me? I don't know, XTX. I asked the same question, bro. Have you experimented with drugs, no stuff and whatnot? No. I made a promise to my dad that I absolutely would never. I've tried weed before, twice, and I didn't get anything from it. But no, I made a promise to my dad that I would never. My dad's a cop, and I've seen what it does to people, and he's told me what it does to people, so no. Did Zafaki continue the series? I don't know. I didn't. Zafaki apologized, and I told him, like, it's all good, bro. Like, I'm not mad or anything. To be honest, he gave me a lot of content that day, and I mean, that's how I met Deadly Kitten that day. So, and I'm very happy to have met her and have her in my life. Are you happy now with the journey so far? Not yet. Not quite yet. Maybe one day. I would be happy. I would be happy if we hit a hype train though. Not gonna lie. Apologize keeps the video on seems genuine. No, that's called content creation, Heartbreak. That's called content creation, brother. What's been the top moment in your career since you've been a full-time streamer? Oh, when Andy Sizik, I got to talk to Andy Sizik and Papa Nomedy. Without a doubt. Andy Sizik a lot more because Andy Sizik, his voice has quite literally kept me alive. I listen to his music every day. So that was a top moment for me to be able to talk to him and have a full conversation with him, without a doubt. But also being the fact that I could play games with Papa Nomedy. I know Papa Nomedy, like we talk quite a bit, but that has definitely been a top moment. If I have to break it down to moments, you know, getting partnered with Logitech again, getting to be invited to Comic-Con was pretty cool. And obviously when we hit 3,000 subscribers. 3,000 subscribers is a big number. Yeah, I'd love to break the next milestone. That would be the next big thing, I guess. 3,000 subs is a big number, so I was very happy about that. But yeah, the ultimate would be Andy Sizik, without a doubt, because it just always feels, it still feels surreal to this day. I go watch that interview a lot of times, and I'm just like, this did not happen. There's no shot. Looking back at your streaming journey, putting money aside, would you advise people to want to start streaming to stream? Or advise people to start streaming to stream? I don't know. I'm going to say yes and no. No, why? No, reason being, your mental health. You are a piece of meat on the internet. Nobody has any consideration or sincerity for your personal time at all. Absolutely no. Like, you can be so burnt out or take a day off and people will still find a way to make you feel shit about it, especially if you're very committed to your community, or very involved with them, right? So you have to understand, people really don't understand how much work it is to be a full-time streamer. And yes, work omega law, I know. I'm not saying that it's any other work is easy either. But if you're streaming, it's not a Monday to Friday thing unless you make it a Monday to Friday thing, and you make enough money that you can make it a Monday to Friday thing. It's an everyday thing. I think about streaming every single day. I wake up, the first thing I think about is my stream going to do okay today? Am I going to make money today? Am I going to make enough money this month? Will I get it? When am I getting a donation again? When am I getting a new follower? That's my mind constantly, 24/7. I go away for a weekend, that's what I think about. I go have a braai for a night, that's what I think about. Streaming is always and ever evolving. So no, unless you have a very, very good mental to go towards it. But you can't do it to plan to go full time. You can't. Why I say yes? Because you can meet amazing people. It's a nice hobby. You can make good money on the side. So yes and no, really. I always tell people, if you want to stream, fucking stream. Why not? If you're asking for advice on streaming, then you've already probably considered it and you're gonna want to do it. Just do it. You start not being in the moment and you start trying to make content from the moment and from the non-content creators You start not being in the moment and you start trying to make content from the moment, and to the non-content creators around you, that's draining as fuck. True. You always, especially if you're like doing something, especially if you're doing like a social thing live, like every moment counts. You have to make every moment funny and make it content worthy. If things get boring, people leave. Why the fuck do you guys think when I play DayZ, chat is dead? Why when you guys think when I play WoW, chat is dead? Because it's just, it's boring, you know? Content needs to be there the entire time because that's what we want. We want quick things. That's why TikTok and Shorts and Insta Reels do so well, because it's just endless content flowing the entire time over and over, and it never ends. And I can get that are people who are not into that, or people who don't have any interest in that, it can get legitimately so much, it can get so boring for them because they just want to have a good time on their own, but they don't want to fucking have every moment be, you know. But yeah, money aside, I guess, I would say definitely go for it. Try it. Why not? Worst thing's gonna happen is you're gonna hate yourself more. So, do you ever miss working full time? No. Not in the slightest. I miss having the security of an income every month, yes, but that's all I miss. I don't miss working myself to death for someone else who couldn't care less about me, who will replace me with a wet mop the next day. So no, I don't miss it. Not yet, at least. I think if I get something more in the field that I might be interested in, maybe I'll start wanting to do that, and I might miss doing that, I guess, but no. No, I do not. Not yet, at least. I mean, it's only been a year, so, but no, not yet. Who do you enjoy playing CSGO with the most in the community? Lightning, without a doubt. Lightning is always fun to play with. He's always good. He never tilts, and if he does tilt, he's still so chill about it. He allows me to suck ass. He allows me to tilt. He laughs at me. He just compliments me. I feel like Lightning, done. Out of all the people, all the years, and I played with a lot of people. Lightning, that's easy answer. Which active mod annoys you the most, and which active mod annoys you the least? Which active mod annoys you the most? Okay, annoy. God, the most is a tight fucking. It's a tight between Zassy and Corporal Langslang. It is tight. Active mod that annoys me the least, Dragon Void. But yeah, it's tight between Mich and Zassy. Without a doubt. But I can't pick, because they're both like, they just, Mich, I don't understand. Like, I feel like, yeah, I'm not getting into this. But yeah, Zassy and Mich is a tight number one, and the least is Zassy, without a doubt. If a tree falls in a forest and no one around is here, does it still make a sound? Yes, obviously, because it still makes a sound. Whose 5-state do you hate finding in MM the most? The guys from my chat. If ghosts can walk through walls, why don't they fall through the floor? Because Jesus. Out of all your mods, who would you want alongside you in a zombie apocalypse? Name 2 and give a reason why. Number 1, Zassy, because he's very, very fucking smart and he'll know what to do. Number 2... Number 2. Who else would I fucking want to take there? Yo, Zassy. I guess, yeah, probably Mich as well, yeah, because Mich is good at reading maps. That's a good point, yeah. But I don't think I think really is Zassy. And the reason why, because like I said, Zassy is a smart, he'll figure shit out, and Mich will just know how to navigate and get us to safety. Damn, CS said, you want me to ban him, bro? Because I'll ban him. There's only one mod, but 2 reasons why you want that mod. Zassy, because he'll keep me sane and he'll also keep me alive. Would you rather pull your own thumbnail off with a fork or put a toothpick under your big toe and kick the wall? I'll pull my own thumbnail off with a fork. The toenail one seems a bit too difficult to do. I feel like the other one is easier. I don't know. Personally. Would you rather peel off... Who asked these fucking questions? Would you rather peel off all the scabs a hobo has or suck on socks that are full of feet sweat? Probably peel the scabs, I guess. I'm not putting anything in my mouth, so I'll just wear gloves. Easy claps. Easy claps. Would you rather have sex with the hottest person you know that is freshly dead or have sex with the ugliest and smelliest person but they're alive? Obviously the alive person. I'm not into dead people. Who is hotter, a horse or a kangaroo? Kangaroo. You don't fuck with kangaroos. Horses are pussies, dude. Kangaroo though, that bitch will knock you the fuck out. If you were stranded in a kiddie pool and could only have 3 items with you, what would it be? iPhone, or it doesn't have to be an iPhone. A phone, a battery bank, and a solar charger for the battery bank. Easy. Easy. Keep me entertained forever. Patreon, back a buddy. Fucking hell. Even OnlyFans win. Realistically, let people pledge $20 to $50 to $100 a month. What are you asking me to create one? I've thought about making a Patreon, but I'm not going to make a Patreon when I have a donation button. Donations come to me 100%. Yes, Patreon is nice, but that's just another way of Patreon also making money from me, right? Twitch already takes half of my income, and my biggest income is from Twitch. So I've thought about it, but selling a Patreon makes no sense to me because it's so difficult, because Patreon is also not that known in my field, at least. But I have a donation button for a reason. Like I firmly believe if somebody is willing to spend $50 a month on me, they would just donate it, right? Because I get 100% of that money. None of that money goes anywhere else. It comes 100% to me. So why make another button that's just going to give another company more money as well, right? Like if people want to pledge money, I even changed my donation button. I asked CSN to make me a new donation button because I don't get donations that often. I literally got CSN to make a big ass yellow donation button that it just says donate. And, you know, it hasn't helped yet, but, you know. It's weird. People don't really like to donate. I don't quite know why, but it's definitely changed throughout the years on Twitch. Because because I think gifting subs and stuff is just a lot easier. Everyone seems to think you need a PayPal to donate for some reason when you literally don't. You could select the PayPal option, but then you just click. You literally just click and say use card. So rename it to tip me. There you go. Maybe you should change it to tip me. CSM, maybe you should change the whole icon instead for it saying donate, just say tips. Some people are busy. I still want to help out even if I'm not in stream during a difficult month. Look, but Nocturtle, you can still come donate the money. Like, if you pledge an amount, right, that money gets automatically debited, right? Right? I wouldn't want someone to have that amount go debited if they can't help me in the first place. If you're having it, if you're still, even though you have a busy month, maybe the next month you donate that month then, right? You see what I mean? Like, that's why I have a donation button. I don't think I'll ever make a Patreon, not now at least. This is the first time, I think you're the first person. This is the first time someone has asked me about it, and yeah. I'm not saying it difficult as in financially, I'm saying I go on a holiday for a month. I 100% won't remember. Then you don't have to do it. If people want to support you, they will come support you and donate. If people want to donate to me, they will come donate eventually. But yeah, I don't have any plans on it yet. I'm not going to say never, but yeah. But thank you, Nocturtle, for the question, because I'm guessing this was you. Are you going to be at Comic-Con Cape Town? I would love to. I haven't been invited yet, but I would love to. I would love to go. I'm hoping that I get invited. I'm hoping that I can work a sponsor there. But yes, if nothing comes from it, then I probably won't go. But I'm going to say yes for now. But anything can happen. Just keep an eye on the socials and you'll know. But yeah, I would love to go. I would love to go. I have not heard anything from StreamerCon. I feel like StreamerCon is just going to be for the cool kids again. So we'll have to see what happens. I hope it's not the same. I really hope that it's not the same. I really hope that it's not the same as last time. We only, I hope that they have it way more open to everyone to do it this year. So we'll see. But yeah, hopefully I'm going. I'm trying my best to get a sponsor, and I'm trying to get invited, obviously. Jessie Ray, my queen, thank you very much for the 32-month resub. I appreciate you. 32 months is a long-ass fucking time, dude. What's that? That's almost 3 years, dude. Our baby is growing up. Thank you very much, Jessie. I appreciate you. Merry anniversary to you, too. Good to see you. Are you looking at working towards new partnerships for both yourself as HenricoM as well as the stream? As much as I can. It is very difficult to get sponsorships in South Africa where they are willing to pay you. And the reason for that is, mostly the reason for that is because people are entitled and they think they just deserve everything. They just think they just deserve all the money and they should just get paid hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of rands. And to be quite frank, I'm not a very popular streamer in the sense of like I don't have Twitch partnership or anything like that. As much as I want that all counts against me. So getting partnerships is extremely difficult, especially partnerships that pay. So yes, I'm always looking, I'm always trying, I'm always reaching out. I've sent countless emails. Like we have the ESL thing that I sent out, and ESL straight up came back and said, sorry bro, you just don't have enough viewers. You just don't have enough viewers. Sorry bro, we're not going to give you the rights. And that happens a lot. You just don't have the numbers. So usually there's 9,999 no's, but then hopefully there's that one yes. You cook for the diet. I've reached out to all those people, Nocturtle. There we go. All I'm saying is people like you weigh more than some ZA's partner two faces. Thank you, Heartbreak. I appreciate that. I know that as well. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm not partnered. And not being a partner, unfortunately, not being a partner is a big against you if compared to like the people who have partner. You know, like that's just unfortunate. It is what it is. I can't do much about that. But yeah, always looking towards partnerships. I've reached out to like Escort, the people that make bacon and stuff, the people that make steak, or like package the steak and stuff, everything. None of them, they don't even reply. So you gotta you have to know someone. You either have to know someone or fuck someone. But unfortunately, I'm not pretty enough to be fucked. So I can't seduce people with my looks yet. But hopefully if I lose another 100 kgs. We've lost 100 so far. We lose another 100 maybe. My biggest sponsors is my chat. If it wasn't for my chat, dude, I'm pretty sure I would I wouldn't have money. So yeah, thank you very much for everyone who subs and gives subs and donates once again. I'd rather be partnered and have people enjoy me than being partnered and being insufferable. Yeah, but unfortunately, life doesn't work that way. Heartbreak. Life works about titles. Title. The moment I get partnership, I'll be so happy. That's like that's my biggest dream. But yeah, I get what you're saying though. You make a very good point. What would you give a bricklayer for his birthday? A gun and a bullet. You've spoken a few times about how the first month of support were amazing, but the support slowly fell off. The end of the year and the first few months being difficult. If things get difficult, the assumption is that you would go back to working. Realistically, is it currently support enough? This is a very difficult question to ask. It's a very difficult question to answer. Okay, so I think I briefly remember this conversation. I don't know with who it was. So whoever asked this question, you have a brilliant mind. So what I meant by this is when I went full time, my viewers were higher than usual. Okay. With Twitch or any content creation, you have hype, and the hype wave goes. The hype wave goes. I announce I go full time, and the wave plateaus, and then the wave crashes. So the numbers went up. My view numbers went up and I was like, yes, greatest decision ever. And slowly it went up, but then everything went down again. View numbers went down. Average viewers is down. Watch time is down. Everything has been down since then. Then December happened and we did the subathon, right? And view numbers go up a bit again. Why? Because there's a hype wave. There's a hype wave. And then what goes up must come down. Must come down eventually. So what I think I meant by support is like, I thought that going full time personally, that going full time would get me more viewers overall. And I was completely wrong. I had more viewers for like a week. Yeah. But now my view numbers are so low the past like 8 months. I've seen zero growth. In the last 6 months in viewer numbers, in average viewer numbers, zero growth. And I can show you the analytics. It's on my Twitch. It's literally on my Twitch. So when I talk about support, it's like, yes, you get more followers. Yes, you get more subs. Whatever, the sub numbers go up or whatever. But that doesn't indirectly turn into growth for my channel because my channel is still exactly where it was 6 months ago. I'm nowhere near partner than I was 2 years ago. The numbers are exactly the same. It's exactly the same. So in that way, there's zero growth. So what I was talking about here is that I thought that the support would go up enough that more people will see the content and more people stick around to watch the content to have the numbers go up. If I have more viewers, more people come look why I have more viewers, which means I get put up high in the category. Someone random maybe finds me and the view numbers go up. Maybe a clip goes off. I don't have any viewers that are Reddit Andes that can post my clips. I don't have that's how big streamers get discovered. They either get discovered by another streamer, get into their stream, get into the community, and it grows from there. I don't have that. I don't have someone who sits on Reddit all day and clips like, oh, this fat streamer said this funny thing, and then he gets views. Because that's legitimately how it works. That is exactly how people grow. That and YouTube. And I don't have a big YouTube. I put a lot of effort into YouTube for 2 years. Nothing. I spent a lot of money that I could have saved for something else. Nothing. I got no return from it. Zero. Absolutely zero. If I had spent the same amount of money on paying someone to literally just post for me on fucking Reddit, I tell you, things will pop off. But that's why I'm doing a new thing now, where I'm working shorts only, doing short form content and hoping that will somehow bring people in. And it has. Streaming on TikTok has really worked so far. It has worked so far. But I don't want to go back to a normal work. Is the support enough? Hell yeah, of course. I'm still able to do this full time. Even if I make zero money in a month, I'll still be fine for a good while. But I don't want to use my savings. You have savings for a reason. I don't want to use my savings. I don't want to get to a point where I use my savings. Last month, I literally was this close to using my savings. I had to. But I didn't because I was lucky enough. Nene came and donated a lot of money and that helped me a lot, right? That's why I like donations so much. But I can only hope that I will somehow get more viewers with all the stuff that I'm posting, or hopefully someone finds me. Because as he told me also recently, he reminded me that it just one day everything just changes, and I'm hoping that happens. Whether that be me quitting or that be me getting discovered. I blame Daisy. Sure, that's your opinion. Thank you, JC. I appreciate it, dude. Need a hot tub stream? Already done those. Made no difference. You have a 90% more watch hours year on year. I don't agree with you though. I know the analytics. It's on my dashboard. You can go pull it if you want to. Talking about what happened to the top 17 streamers though. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. Maybe top 500, yeah, but not just top 17. There's a lot of people that do quite well off clips and stuff like that. I hate when you talk stats. When I see the stats and you say the stats are on the opposite of the stats, that's Zassy, then you're looking at things that I do not have access to, and I'm talking about my analytic dashboard that I'm looking at on Twitch and that I can show you. I can literally show you. Anyway, next question. Good question whoever asked. Is there any question someone wants to ask in chat? Anybody who wants to ask another question, please, you are more than welcome. We're still going. We're still going. As you guys can see, these questions are a lot more random now. So I think we're past the personal questions and the we're past the diet stuff. That we smart questions. I mean, please show me, because everything I see says something different. You can show or stream. I'm more than willing to do so. I don't understand your question, Salty. I don't know if that's the question, but yeah. All right. When are we getting that as a mod? Never. Ban him. GTA RP. My heart and my mental capacity cannot take any more GTA RP. GTA RP was the best and the worst thing for me ever. You know, the best and the worst thing about Matriarch was its community. And I've said this to so many people and they're all like, oh, wait, he's actually right. Because the community was so nice and tight and everything, but they were also the worst because they just ruined everything for themselves. And that made me legitimately fucking despise even thinking about GTRP. I'll maybe do it again one day as a complete joke, as for fun. But no, there's no GTRP in the foreseeable future. Absolutely not. Yeah, Matriarch ruined RP for me. The people on Matriarch ruined RP for me. Yeah, I just can't. I'd rather just play anything else at this point. I have a question when you're coming to visit me. One day. Now Megalol. See? There you go. There you go. It's always where are the Oilers, never how are the Oilers. Okay, first off, I want to address this actually. The amount of times that I reach out to people and get dono-walled. Quite literally dono-walled. Dono-walled. When I reach out to them has made me realize that sometimes the Oilers just want to be left alone. So I just don't message them anymore. I always ask people how their day is every single day. So whoever sent this, fuck you and gift a sub right now, pussy. You won't. If you ever RP again, honestly, just do a proper establishing big server. Yeah, but it's no interest for me right now. My stream doesn't equal RPers, and that's the issue. That as well, yeah. I don't want to be an RPer. I would hate that, dude. What is Donowald? What do you mean? I sent a question on your Instagram. If you only sent it now, I'm not gonna answer it now. I've already all the questions that was on Instagram and everything was on here. But if you only sent it recently, then you're gonna have to type it in chat again, dude. How do I get into the category? I don't understand that one. What's anal sex like? Ask your dad. If budgets weren't a factor, what would you add to the stream? If budget wasn't a factor, oh, easy. I already have this in my mind. New camera, the best fucking camera, a streaming laptop that I can be mobile with, or streaming PC that I can be mobile with, something like that. Like a second streaming setup and a proper inverter to keep everything running without issue. But yeah, without a doubt. New camera and a mobile streaming setup type of thing. One with wireless mics and everything, dude. Please can we have the XPP emote? Someone added it. Can I get a free prolonged eye contact?
Relax and enjoy a healthy dose of prolonged eye contact. 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 Prolonged eye contact.
Who wins a fist fight between SpongeBob and Patrick? Sandy, because SpongeBob and Patrick are both fucking retarded. Easily. You do it without blinking? I used to be able to, but my eyes can't do it anymore. I like when you touch your lips like that. I'll touch you, dude. Inverter dream, dude. I fucking love my inverter. So, do you think that what you're doing now, like streaming, do you think you'll be able to live over there when life gets more expensive and such? Probably not, no. I don't see myself living very long, Danny, to be fair. I see myself probably being around for maybe another 3 to 4 years. So, no, definitely not. Definitely not. The main goal will always be to have a passive income. Always to have a passive income, but yeah, I don't think so, no. Unless my stream somehow blows up and I become a 10,000 viewer Andy with 20,000 Twitch subs, I don't think so, no. That's why every day is just a fight on, you know. I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate with the position that I am in currently, but yeah, it's not I don't think it's not forever, no. Patrick, you wouldn't realize you got punched? Yeah, maybe, but they're both dumb, dude. Yeah, you wish, Jesse. Can you adopt the entirety of your chat's kids? No, because I fucking hate children. And 90% of people in chat act like children. So no. Because if they act like children, I cannot even imagine what their kids are like. Would you clothesline me with your penis? I don't know how to respond to that. You explain clothesline? Honestly, I don't even think I know. Can anyone please explain clothesline to me? I would love to hear this. I'd love to hear this one. It's a wrestling move. So what do? The clothesline is a move in which one wrestler runs towards another and extends his arm out from the side and body opponent in the ground, hitting the opponent in the neck or the chest. Oh, yeah, sure. If you want me to do it, then yeah, sure, I'll do it. Why do you build scoliosis ass looking houses in the Sons of the Forest? Because I learned from your mother. What are few games that you enjoy but you don't play on stream because you're scared about viewing numbers? World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft and yeah, World of Warcraft, I think. But to be fair, I worry about viewer numbers all the time because I don't have a lot of viewers, so I always have to worry about viewer numbers. Because remember, if I don't have good viewer numbers, people don't fucking get this. People don't understand. If my viewer numbers are down, when I send my reports at the end of the month to my partners or my sponsors, I have to answer for that. Which means that I potentially might not get paid. I might not get re-signed. So, I think I worry about viewer numbers all the time, pretty much, even though I shouldn't. I turn my viewer numbers off, but yeah, it doesn't really make a difference, to be fair. But yeah, Zassy, all of them. All of them. Knowing what you know now, would you go full-time all over again? Would you have gone full-time even sooner? I would go full-time all over again if I can rewind back to 2017 and start then. Would I go full-time now in 2023? Fuck no. Hell no, dude. I would fucking take a bullet to the brain, dude. That's way easier than all this mental stress. Fuck that shit. But if I had to like reset back to 2022, yeah, I'd probably do it again. But if I could go back, 2017 is where I'd reset fully and just put all my... I would already download TikTok then, dude. I'll be the biggest streamer ever, dude. Will you change your channel logo since you lost so much weight? I did ask about this a month ago, but you said you would think about it. I'm thinking about getting a new logo, but I don't know what to make my logo. I feel like the fat face is such an iconic part of the stream now. Like the HenricoM logo that CSN designed is so iconic now. Changing it, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to make my logo. I don't know. I have no idea. So what changed with your channel or personality since when you had better numbers? No, but I've never had good numbers. The numbers need to be more. Numbers need to be more. It's people think I have good numbers, but in retrospect, I just don't. Which is so. It's more like a self-imposter type of thing, or imposter syndrome, essentially. I'm never satisfied with how good I do. I'll be satisfied when I hit partnership. That's my biggest goal in life, is to hit Twitch partnership. If I hit Twitch partnership, I will be the happiest person on earth. Is that everything? Nice. You said numbers went down. Okay, when I said numbers went down, I meant like from what that original hype was. Like every day I had like 60 viewers, right? 60, 70 viewers. Now, on a good day, I have 30. It's quite a big drop. It's quite a big drop. That's all the questions that was asked on the anonymous. If you did ask a question, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much for sending me questions, and thank you very much for asking the questions anonymously. I hope I answered everything to your liking. I did try and answer every single one of them, except for the really, really stupid ones. And I hope you guys could take from my experiences. And yeah, I will give it over to you, chat, to ask any more questions if there is any, until the river runs dry. Once the river runs dry, we will have a good evening after that. Thank you very much, Zassi, for the 100 bits. The alerts are off. Get scammed. Get scammed. Your numbers are good. You just live in South Africa. It shouldn't be an excuse, though. I need to do better. I just don't know how yet. You're the 4th on my streamer list. Hope that makes you feel better. Hey, thank you, Salty. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much, dude. It does make me feel better. How do you get a Twitch partnership? How many viewers do you need? You need to have 75 average viewers over 30 days without a raid or a host. That means you need to have 100 plus viewers every day, pretty much for 30 days. Then you can apply for it, and there's a good chance they reject you, to be fair. You're one of the most active and viewed channels on Twitch in South Africa. Yeah, I looked at the South African directory the other day. I have the most days streamed, and I have the most amount of VODs for consecutive streaming. Number 1 in South Africa. Number 1 when it comes to that. Because I'm gonna unmute alerts just for you, okay? All right, alerts are unmuted. There you go. Gift subs, chat, go crazy. Don't forget, if we hit 2K subs, the last merch ever. Any gifters? Yeah. But I looked at those stats and I saw that I was the number 1. But our viewer numbers, unfortunately, not. Like everyone has more viewers than me, dude. You see, so you have a good basis of Africa, you just need to expand the world. Yeah, that's why I post pretty much everywhere as much as I can to hopefully get some people from different countries. Not exactly. Parties is all about popularity and how much money you bring in. Done a lot of research and said I have a friend, the channel's big enough for partnership, yet they've never gotten accepted. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the chance to apply for that at least. What do you think it would take to get your life to a place where you're genuinely happy and fulfilled? I think if I make a good passive income, Jesse, where I don't have to worry about money all the time, or if I make enough money that I can just live happily. If I meet someone that genuinely is with me, like I really want to meet someone, I'm extremely fucking lonely. And if I lose the rest of the weight, you know, I mean, I'm 103 kgs down. Here's to another 100, you know, then I feel like I can start being happy with myself. Will that be the answer and the end all? Probably not. I think once you get to that point, you'll know. But I think genuinely, I want money to not be a worry all the time. That's number 1. Number 2, I want to stop being lonely and doing everything alone. And number 3, I want to just better my career as a streamer, I think. But I don't even know if that'll give me the fulfillment I want, Jesse. I don't know. I can only hope. I can only hope. You forgot I can do this. All right, do it, pussy. You're a legend. Thank you, Salty. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very kind of you.
Oh yeah, gimme, gimme.
The dodo, Rufus cucullatus, is an extinct flightless bird that was endemic to the island of Mauritius, Oregon. Is that what you have been led to believe? There is a growing movement that believes the dodo bird is actually penguins, and penguins never existed in the first place. Wicked Tuxie.
Thank you, Zazie, for the 100 biddies, dude. Do you feel like you want to get to that point at the moment? What do you mean that point? Fulfillment? Hell yeah, dude. I would love to be happier, bro. I'd love to be happier. I'd love to be able to end my stream and just go and watch a movie with someone, right? I would love to go out and not worry about what people are going to think when they see me, you know? 100%. I think so. I think so. The money, not so much. I don't really care about the money. But money is unfortunately a thing, a part of life. It's like when people tell you they don't stream for money. Shut the fuck up. Of course you do. Why the fuck else would you stream? You gotta make money, especially if it's your job. Hell yeah. That's why the fuck do I do it? Why do I ask for gifters? Same thing. Oh wait, there was a question. There was a question on Twitter that I didn't answer. Fuck. There was a question on Twitter that I didn't answer. And I remember the question exactly. The question was, with your low viewer numbers, how do you manage to get 1,000 subs plus every month? Honest answer, I don't know. Number 2 answer, because I'm scummy and I'm a scam artist apparently. I'm also a money launderer apparently. I money launder for people. But in all fairness, I'm just extremely fortunate with a really giving community. That's my honest answer. I'm just extremely fortunate with a very, very giving community. And I have the any gifters thing, dude. I started that shit and I'm going to ride that train until I fucking die. It's a niche. We don't corner scam Rico for nothing. Exactly. I'm a scammer. Never be insecure about yourself. Yeah, that's not gonna... That's not how it works, unfortunately. I'm always insecure about myself every single day, even with all the weight loss. Maybe if I go down another 100 kgs and my penis is a little bit bigger, then even there. It's a melatonin disposable. It's a melatonin disposable. It disposes melatonin, but I haven't noticed the difference yet. So, but I still am just believing that it would. But yeah, melatonin. Nice, Salty. Don't worry, Salty. If you give the sub, your penis size increases. Trust me. Trust me. I know. Well, I'm going to hand it over to you, chat, for... Is there any more questions that anybody has? Anyone else want to ask something or say something before we end it off? Have a good night, Jesse. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you to everyone else who tuned in and watched. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the open and honest conversation and the insightful information. For those of you that had questions about the diet and I answered it, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna try and see how many videos we can make out of this thing. Let me just open this thing. There we go. Okay, okay, so I didn't have any questions missed. That was the only one that I had. I know Heartbreak had a question, but I forgot what it was, so. Well, gee, and that, I guess, will conclude the Q&A and the open conversation with HenricoM. Good job, chat. We did it. Say goodbye to the scene. You need 30 bomb in chat right now? Nope. I cannot 30 bomb in CS right now. Absolutely not. I wish I could, but I'm just not good, bro. My CS have been kinda mid. Kinda mid. 25, 100 gifted, and we'll give it a try. I'm joking. No, definitely not. I just watched the Heartbreak segment. Dang, dude, what a horrible story. Hey, well, thank you for watching it. I appreciate it, Mind King. Yeah, fucking sucks, dude. You deserve real love. I mean, hey, bro. I can only hope, right? I can only hope. I can only hope. Maybe someday. Maybe someday I'll meet someone. Maybe someday. For now, I'll continue masturbating every night and just being alone. But thank you. Thank you for watching it, I guess. Tomorrow we'll be doing some Saturday Z, and then we'll swap over to some more Dead Space, and then Sunday we'll have some more community games. Hopefully people will be joining in. Maybe we can play some Sons of the Forest for the community games. Could be pretty fun. Hey, thank you so much, Salty. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night as well, and thank you very much for watching. I think that'll be a good way to end the segment. I think it was good. I think we had a good night. We had a good segment. For everyone once again that tuned in, watched. I know a lot of people really don't care about these things, and I completely understand. I completely respect that. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to tell my story and to talk about the things that I feel or whatever the hell is going on. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I will be back again tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow, and we'll see what we'll see what the day has in store for us. Like I said, tomorrow we're doing Saturday Z, and we will do some more Dead Space. Sick. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a nice night. Thank you very much, Heartbreak and Zypher, for gifting subs, and Zassy for giving some bits. I appreciate it. Thank you for the resubs. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay awesome. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. And don't forget to check up on your friends. Have a good night. Bye-bye.